Hey, it's BGV and welcome to the GV stream, ladies and gentlemen. Man, my hair is messed up. That's looking a little bit better. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GV stream. Hello, hello, hello. We was going to be playing more Bloodborne. I was going to do some recording, but then I felt like streaming instead because I wanted to get some more Bloodborne practice or Bloodborne guides done. However, we was going to do a little bit of Magic the Gathering Arena, which hopefully captures. Yeah, basically, I didn't do my dailies today because it was start and go. So we're going to do a little bit of Magic the Gathering Arena and basically use this as a tutorial for anybody that wants to get into Magic and doesn't really know how to play Magic the Gathering whatsoever. Ideally, we get 4 more wins because that's basically what you need to kind of complete everything. But we'll see how it goes. We're going to take a look at the daily specials in the store. Kayla's Reconstruction. Kayla's Command. Who's Kayla? Adeline Resplendent Cathar. Captain Sisay. Case File Auditor. Disciplined Duelist. Entity Tracker. Environmental Sciences. Okay. Usually, I'm still new to Magic, but if I hear about the cards, I'll usually buy the special stuff. So, basically, every time that I wake up, I play a little bit of Magic the Gathering Arena to try and get all the dailies done. Typically, you can get 15 wins in a day. However, after you get 5, it's not really worth it. I was doing 15 for a very long time, but it's just flat out not worth it whatsoever. So these days I try to get like 5 and then move on because it's just a big time sink. There's also like a secondary thing here too, which for this one is cast 20 white or black spells. So anything in Magic the Gathering is considered a spell. Yeah, and I also take a look at the events here, too. So yeah, anything is considered a spell, which means we basically just want to do the starter deck duel, and we want to switch over to the Orzhov color combo, which is white and black Vampiric Hunger. And then we can do that. Obviously, if you have your own white or black decks, too, that'll work. And then I basically just do this every single day. And I grind a little bit of gold each and every day. And that's what we're going to do to warm up, and then we'll get into Bloodborne after that. What's up, Josh? Welcome in. Hello again. Also, yes, I use the Kefka avatar from Final Fantasy VI. Okay. Let's also turn the audio up a little bit. Master, let's go like to there. So, typically, I never really mulligan just because, I don't know, once you start to lose card advantage, you're really getting screwed. This is not a great opening hand, though. However, we can go into Sanguine Siphoner immediately, which is okay as long as we draw other stuff. So I guess I'll say keep 7, because how it works is if you don't keep, then you have to drop off a card, and you start to lose card advantage. Now, that's a good opening draw, but we don't have the mana to play it. So I'm going to open with the Orzhov Guild Gate, which gives you a white and a black. If you play it... Oh, let's turn that off. We'll keep all the other stuff. Okay, so he's playing probably like white-red. He's either playing white-green or white-red, because I know these starter decks like inside out. What's my best move here? Probably play the Swamp and then play the Sanguine Siphoner to go on curve with 2 mana. Ba 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 boo. Ya ba da beep ba ba da 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 da. Okay, he attacks with the 2/2 Flying Cat, which when you have 4 mana, you can activate his ability. 5 mana to give everything a 1/1. Now, with this deck, what we really need is the life gain enablers. We have none of them in my hand. I can make him kill this if I want. What's my best move here? Do I just make him kill it? It's kind of weak, but we do have 2 Tributes to Hunger. So sure, I'll play a Swamp. Now we have 3 mana, so I'll play Tribute to Hunger, which forces my opponent to sacrifice a creature of his choosing, but he only has 1, so there's only 1 option. Unless he plays... Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, oh, okay. So he countered it. Wait. Wait, what just... So I think what happened there is... That was really funny. I think I haven't even seen this interaction before. That's really weird. So I think what happened there is because specifically I forced him to sack a creature, he used a counter, an instant, to make it gain indestructible, but it doesn't matter if you're sacking a creature. It doesn't matter if they have indestructible. So that's really funny. I would have made that mistake too. Oh my god. It's actually, I've never seen that happen before. And I've played like 50,000 of these freaking games. Okay, I'll take that. Victory number 1. I don't like this Orzhov deck. All you see is this deck when you grind starter deck stuff. Not a big fan of this Orzhov deck, but we'll play another one. These types of games look like strategic fun, but they confuse me. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? Magic is so confusing. It took me a long time of playing, like, Commander with my friends to, like, understand what Magic really was. Yeah, it's... I would say, like, Hearthstone's way easier. Pokemon TCG is way easier. Yu-Gi-Oh's probably harder. But yeah, no, Magic, I love it, but it is extremely confusing. Just the mana pips confused the ever-loving crap out of me when I was beginning. Alright, so opponent goes first, choosing whether to keep 7 cards or mulliganing. We have some playable stuff. I try not to mulligan if I don't absolutely have to, so we'll keep all those. Alright, so we have a Plains and 3 Swamps to play. Nothing really to do, so we'll just develop the board with Swamp. Mooney the Bargler plays the Slumbering Cerberus, which is an interesting card. Basically, once it attacks, it never untaps, so it can't really do anything else again, unless something dies in either my turn or their turn. Then it untaps, so it rewards aggression because it has higher stats. It's a 4-2 compared to most other stats at a 2 mana cost. What do I want to do here? He's playing red-black, which means he's got stabs in his deck. So if I play this, he might get me here, but I think I gotta go for it because we don't really have anything else. So Ajani's Pride Mate is a kind of like snowballing card, which is what this black-white deck is for. You're kind of just trying to snowball certain creatures. So Ajani's Pride Mate gets 1/1 every time I gain life, which is kind of what this deck is all about. Okay, attacks, plays the Vampire Gourmand. Does he have a stab? No. So that's really good for us. Because if he had a stab, that would be really bad. So we got a couple of options here now. I could use Mortify to kill anything he has. I could try to bait him with a combat trick. I think that is what we'll do. I'm going to try to bait him here, so I'm going to attack with this guy, and he might go, oh, I should block it, because that's a good card to kill, even though his Vampire Gourmand would have to block it, and that's also a good card to have on the board. So he doesn't block it. Fair. So I deal 2 to his face. Then, yo, Jana Jax. Jana Jax coming in with the membership.
Oh, hi.
On YouTube. Thank you so much for the 15 months. Enjoy the early videos. I just uploaded one. Next Oblivion episode. Thank you for the membership. Thank you for the 15 months of support. Okay, so I have a couple of plays here. I could play the Dazzling Angel and set that up. He doesn't have removal, it seems like, so that's probably the best idea. So I'm going to play the Dazzling Angel. Flying 2/3. You can only kill a flying if it's got flying or reach. And then basically, whenever another creature enters, I gain a life, which then makes a Johnny's Pridemate go up a 1/1. This deck is honestly disgusting. I wouldn't even play it if it wasn't the daily challenge. I honestly hate this deck. It's like all you freaking see is this deck. So his Vampire Gourmand means he can attack and then sacrifice a creature on his board in order to draw a card and not be blockable, which is actually pretty good. Okay, this doesn't give me a life. I probably should still try to combat trick him. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has removal, which is good. So I'm going to try to combat trick him. If he's silly, he's going to block with the Slumbering Cerberus. Let's see if he does it. Oh, he's got something in his hand too, though. Okay. Oh boy, I'm going to attack. Oh boy, I'm so silly. Oh boy. Okay, so he's blocking. So I'm going to try to use Moment of Triumph, which is an instant, meaning I can instantly use it as like a combat trick. It's going to give a Johnny's Pridemate 2/2, but also I gain 2 life, which means he goes to a 5/5, which gets out of the Slumbering Cerberus's range. However, he has something too, because it froze on his turn, which means he may just... Man, I should have played my land so I could have mortified. That was a mistake. But anyways, so I'm going to do that. And he's got something. He's either got Fake Your Own Death, or he's got Stab, or he's got Lightning. Burst Lightning. Ooh, Hero's Downfall. Okay. That's really bad for me. Yeah, so that just kills him, so it doesn't matter about how much stats he gains. I could Mortify. It's worth to hold Mortify for his really good cards, which I know what they are because I play Rakdos constantly. So I think what we do is we play a Plains, and we play an Inspiring Overseer. It gives me a life, draws a card. Also triggers Dazzling Angel as well. But just gaining life doesn't really do much. You have to, like, gain life and then have that affect your cards, you know? What's up, Ghost Ninja? Welcome in. Did you see the Pokemon stream earlier this morning? Gen 10 looks pretty cool. I picked up Fire Red on my Switch. Nice. No, I haven't watched the stream yet, but I did see kind of the reveal of Winds and Waves, and it looks really good. Yeah, I'm excited for it compared to, like, every other new Pokemon game that's come out. I have not been excited for a long time. Oh, boy, what do we want to do here? Kind of losing. We also have an odd amount of mana, too, which kind of sucks. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that's kind of good. If we can survive one more turn, he's going to be able to deal 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we got to go aggressive here. So I'm going to play Cat Collector, which comes in with a food token. And every time I get a life, it spawns a 1/1 cat as well. Then I'm going to play Swamp, which will let me use that food token, which will heal me 3. I'm not going to attack because I need to block. I'm going to end the turn. Let's see what he does. He's got the Battle Song Berserker, which basically makes anything attack, and you need 2 blockers to block it. It also gives something 1 extra attack as well. So Rakdos is all about aggression, and Rakdos is black-red color combo. See what he does. What do you have? What are you going to pull? Let's see what you got. Unless he just left for some reason. He was definitely winning, I'd say. I would not have left had I been him. So we got this timer up here, so once that goes away, it uses a timeout, and then depending on how many timeouts you have, if you run out of timeouts like twice, you just lose the game. So it almost seems like he left. I don't know. He definitely was in the winning spot. Did he go? Okay. Pass to attackers. Okay, I guess we'll use the... Yeah, let's use the food token to heal 3, and now it's my... Yeah, it looks like he left. I'm thinking he's just going to leave here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I should go to 6 mana total. I'm going to kill his... What's the best thing to kill? Probably the Battlesong Berserker. And now it's his chance to respond. So he's got something in his hand, but I don't know if he just left here. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's hovering his hand, so it looks like he's back. Fake your own death. Okay, so it dies and then comes back, and he also creates a treasure token. And treasure tokens let you basically use a mana of any color. So we're going to play Vampire Night Hawk, which has Death Touch. Anything that it touches will die. And then we get all this activation as well. Do I want to keep anything to block? I think we'd be a little aggressive here. Let's attack with our flyers. He's got nothing to block. A flyer. Are you relatively new with Magic the Gathering? Is it something you've been into for a while? At this point, probably, I would say, oh, God. Well. Yeah. Okay. That's terrible. That literally just killed me in one turn. Yeah, I play a lot of Rakdos, which is his deck. This card is probably my favorite card in Magic the Gathering Arena, honestly. Massacre Worm comes in, deals 2 to everything, or makes everything -2, -2. If it goes down to no health, then it dies. And then every time something dies, you lose 2 HP. This card is amazing. And basically him just playing that, having that in hand, just won him the game, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he'll win if I don't block, which also sucks. Ugh. So basically have to block, but the game's over. I don't think there's anything I can do after that. Oh, and I die anyways because this died. Holy freaking crap, Lois. Yeah, the power of Massacre Worm. Massacre Worm is so strong. Okay. Did we get the... Okay, so we got the 500 gold from playing blue, or from playing black, white. So now, if we can get like 3 more wins, that'd be nice. So I'm going to go for my favorite color combo, which is Dimir, which is blue-black. And I love this deck, too, even though it's like really long. You relatively new with Magic, or is it something you've been into for a while? So yeah, I would say probably like 5 or 6 months currently. Last time I was streaming, I streamed a little bit of Magic the Gathering Arena. I had no idea what I was doing really at all. And then, because I streamed that, my friend was like, oh, I played Magic before, we should, like, do some stuff. And I was like, okay. So then that created a Commander pod with me and, like, 4 other friends. And then we've been playing Commander, like, once or twice a week, basically every week since. So at this point, I'm still a novice because Magic is so, like, old. But I have played a good amount at this point. Like, I definitely know the basics at least. But I'm still, like, Magic is such, like, a in-depth game. Oh, okay. Magic is such an in-depth game that, like, you never really stop learning, I guess, unless you played, like, 10 years. All right. Free win. Sometimes that happens. I'll take that. Sure. Thank you. Okay, that means 2 more wins, and then we've got the 5 for the day. Basically. Yo, what's up, Dankawanka? Yeah, went to the gym, came back. I was planning on doing a big recording session, but honestly, I'm a little bit ahead of time. The Bargler again? That's odd. That's a sick-ass deck sleeve. Look at this thing. So it was a bit ahead of time, so I was like, you know what? Why don't we just stream and get some more progress done? So that is why we are live. Okay, we're going to play the Dimir Guildgate, which comes in tapped, so I can't use it yet, because it gives us a blue and a black. He's going to play the Temple of Mao, so he's playing Rakdos, which is red-black. Also comes in tapped. However, this is better because it lets you scry one, so you can see the next card you're going to draw and choose to keep it there or put it on the bottom of your deck. We're going to play a Swamp, and then we can play a Gleaming Barrier. Basically a 0/4 defender, which means it cannot attack, it can only block, but when it dies, it creates a treasure token, which lets me use any mana of any color. We're going to play an Island. This guy is one of my favorite cards in Arena. I love this guy, but if it gets removed, it's really bad. But you kind of want to get this guy out early, so we're going to play him. Basically, anytime anything dies, he can bring it back as a token, which is actually huge. There's some really great combos in this Dimir starting deck for that. He's coming at me with a 1/1. This thing comes back as a 1/1 flying bug. So I'm going to just block it with this because he might be trying to combat trick here. He's not, but he wants to attack because this deck is all about attacking, so he plays Perforating Artist, one of the best cards in the game too, or in the starter decks. Ooh, this actually might be really good. So I'm going to discard a card, which actually helps my deck because Dimir blue-black is all about kind of like discarding in the graveyard. So I'm going to discard Arbiter of Woe, who you want to bring back with the card Zombify, which we just drew. Look at that. But we don't have the mana for it. That sucks. Ah, man, if this guy didn't have Summoning Sickness, he would be able to pull him back too. Damn, man. Yeah, Zombify is amazing to pull out Arbiter of Woe. We're going to play Crow of Dark Tidings. Flyer to one that also mills 2 cards, so kills 2 cards there. Then we can use this guy's ability to bring back the Crow of Dark Tidings we just milled. So he comes in, he mills another 2 cards, and now he's a 2/1 token. Tokens are basically just kind of like representations of cards that are, once they're gone for good. You can't really bring them back. You know? What are your thoughts on all the collaborative IPs they've been doing, like FF, Avatar, TMNT, the Universes Beyond? The highly controversial Universes Beyond. Ooh, this is a good play. So I'm going to sacrifice a non-land permanent. I'm going to sacrifice the Gleaming Barrier. That's going to go away. It's going to create a treasure token. Now, if I didn't draw a land, I would be able to use this to summon Zombify, or to play Zombify. So that's actually good. So I'm going to play my land for turn. You can play 1 land per turn, which increases your mana pool. Then, I'm going to play Zombify, and I'm going to bring back in Arbiter of Woe from my graveyard. Arbiter of Woe typically has a negative for me if I play him. However, if I bring him back with Zombify, I don't get the negative. He loses 2 life, and he also has to discard a card, which is pretty darn good. Then, I'm going to attack him with 2 of me crows. Bok. Yeah, what are your thoughts on the Universes Beyond, like all the extra IPs? I mean, honestly, Final Fantasy brought me in, basically. Ooh, okay. I was worried he would do that. Okay, that's fine. We'll take that. So we'll block this. We'll block this. Which are going to spawn 1/1 flyers. Yeah, honestly, Final Fantasy got me into the property, so... Oh, I could have... I'm stupid. I could have killed that and then brought the Arbiter of Woe back. Damn, that was a misplay. What did he just lose? Infestation Sage. So I'll resolve these. I can bring back a... yeah, that kind of would be good, actually. Maybe. Yeah, I'll use his ability. I will bring back one of his Infestation Sages instead of my Crow. His thing triggers... Oh, man, I keep forgetting. I can use this to my advantage. So I'm going to discard a card. I'll discard the Gleaming Barrier. I don't really need it. Okay. So we're going to play a Swamp. We've got this guy, the Dreadwing Scavenger, which is a great card. Comes in, discards a... draws a card, and then discards a card. Let's get rid of Billowing Shriek Mass. Then... I can actually save the Abyssal Harvester. He's definitely going to attack with the Perforating Artist, and then I can bring his Perforating Artist back on my side, which is hilarious. Or I can block with Arbiter of Woe, so that's pretty funny. Yeah, let's do that. So then I'm going to play Opt. We can see what we're getting next, which is Bacon to Pie, which I'm going to keep because that's a great insta-kill. And I also draw it. And then, do I want to attack? Yeah, probably. I think I attack with the Arbiter. Actually, no. Actually, no. No attacks. Yeah, Final Fantasy brought me into the fold, so I honestly like it. I don't like the ones that don't really fit, like TMNT and Spider-Man were huge bombs, and I kind of feel the same. It's just like, they don't really feel like Magic to me, whereas Avatar: The Last Airbender and also Final Fantasy feel much more, you know, Magic to me, right? So those I like, and I think that's a good thing. The ones that aren't really related, it's just... I'm taking too long, so it's just like, screw this. I'm conceding. All right, someone's coming to pick something up in like 40 minutes or so, so I just got to do that when they're here. Okay. I don't know if I'm just taking too long because I'm talking to the chat and they're conceding because of that. We probably would have won that. Once you get Abyssal Harvester on the board and they don't take it out, you can do so much shit because you can just bring back stuff constantly. Anyways, yeah, I like it. I love Final Fantasy. I think it's good when it's related to Magic, when it's related to fantasy, when it's related to that sort of thing. I think it could be a very good thing. When it's just kind of ham-fisted in there like Spider-Man, like TMNT is a bit, I think... You know, it's like, it feels more, we're just trying to make it into Fortnite, which has been a big, you know, controversial thing for Magic players, because Magic players, I don't think, are the same demographic as, like, Fortnite, obviously. The Lord of the Rings is another good example of, like, that works. You know, that makes sense. Okay, we're playing Rakdos again, so let's play Dismal Blackwater. Same thing as the first land, just gives us 1 life as well. What's up, Pestilent? Welcome in. What do we got? Crow. We got a Stab, and we got an Op, so we definitely want to play maybe a Swamp. Pass turn. We've got 2 floating mana open, so we'll see what he plays first. He plays 3 mana total. I'm going to trick him by making him think that I don't have anything. I'm going to play my Opt on his turn. So he's got something in his hand too. We can see what we're going to get next. We don't really need a land right now, so I'm going to put that in the graveyard. We're going to draw the next card, which is a land. Okay. We'll pass to attackers. He attacks with the Infestation Sage. And does he play something? He definitely wants to, because Rakdos wants to. Oh, perfect. Perfect! You fell right into my trap card. Seer Slicer Goblin, when he plays it, if he attacks, it spawns a 1/1 Goblin, and it gets out of hand because it keeps spawning them. However, I was holding mana, and I have Stab. Target creature gets -2/-2. So his Seer Slicer gets eradicated before it can trigger its effect. Goodbye! And we're going to play our island for turn, then we're going to play... I guess Kiora the Rising Tide. He has something in hand, right? But this is the type of card it's like, you got to play it anyways. He's probably just going to kill this, but whatever. So Kiora the Rising Tide comes in. I draw 2, and then I get rid of 2. So let's get rid of Inspiration from Beyond, which has flashback, meaning I can play it even if it's in my graveyard, although it's extremely costly. And then... I don't have a lot of good targets here to get rid of, but I guess I'll play... Get rid of Crow of Dark Tidings. Now, she's got Threshold, so basically if this 4 goes to 7, and then she attacks, she summons a 8/8 Octopus Gigantic Token. So that's what you want her to do. What's up, Elad? Welcome in. And he definitely wants me to block this, because he's going to try to combat trick me, but I'm going to say no blocks. SpongeBob. Yeah, it's whatever. I just, ooh. Alessia who laughs at fate. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that sucks. So, Alessia who laughs at fate is an insta-kill. This thing is basically massively strong for this deck. Every time she attacks, she gains an attack, and then whatever her attack is, it'll bring back something that's dead with that attack as its mana cost. So we have to get rid of that. I could do something really funny. But it's risky. And I don't think that I can be risky right now, so I'm going to go ahead and kill it with stab. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Okay. So then I'll go ahead... Oh, wait. If I can get rid of 2 cards, that'll be huge. Okay, I'm going to pass. And then we've got an interesting little combo here. Hero's Downfall. Ugh, okay. I knew that was going to die anyways. So we're going to play Brineborn Cutthroat, which has Flash, meaning I can play it on his turn. Then we're going to play Opt, which, so Brineborn Cutthroat, every time you play it, whenever you play a thing on their turn, it gets buffed. So I'm going to play Opt, which is on his turn still, so it goes up to a 3-2. Then I draw a card. Do I want Crow of Dark Tidings? Not really. I need something stronger at this point, so we're going to get rid of that. We get a land, which sucks. He kills her. He attacks with that. Okay. I think he's just killing this. Yeah. So that comes back as a 1-1. Oh, but he had to attack to trigger that. Well, this is a bit of a weird situation now. So I can play Zombify to bring back Kiora. That's pretty good. I can also pass and play... Yeah, that's actually really good, because that'll buff up Brineborn as well. So if I play this, I'll have 3 mana left, and I need 4 total mana. Alright. So I'm gonna pass. Hopefully this doesn't blow up in my face here. Oh, he's just gonna... Okay, that's fine. Pass to attackers. He's only going to attack with 1. Now I need him to play something. I need him to get rid of his mana, which he just did. Beautiful. Okay, so then I'm going to use Bacon to Pie on a Sear Slicer Goblin, killing it, also buffing my Brineborn Cutthroat, giving me a food token. He plays this guy, which basically exiles the top 2 cards, and then he can play one during his next turn. We can also see what it is. It's Hero's Downfall, which means he's going to try to kill whatever I play. Okay. It's kind of an annoying game here. So I can't play Kiora because he's just going to kill it with Hero's Downfall. And he's going to kill this next turn anyways. Yeah, I mean, he's going to kill this without a doubt. So I guess I'll go ahead and attack. He's probably going to block with the Goblin, I'm betting. Took the damage. Okay. Could have blocked it. Gonna play Gleaming Barrier. I'm gonna pop my food. And then he's gonna have to use this, or else it goes away, which means he's gonna definitely want to kill my Brineborn. What did he play? Land? Attacking with everybody. So I guess I'll block his strong box. Which then will give me a treasure token. Okay. Are you going to kill my Brineborn? Are you gonna... Yep, there he goes. Alright, so down goes the Brineborn, but I expected that to happen. So now I'm going to play Temple of Deceit, which lets me scry 1. Stab. Yeah, Stab would be good against his Strongbox Raider, so I think I will keep that there so I draw it next turn. Then I will play Kiora, the Rising Tide again from my graveyard. Draws 2 cards, and then I don't have a choice here, so that's stupid because I just realized that got rid of my Stab, but oh well. Okay, now if he can't kill it, that's kind of nice because I'll be able to get a gigantic octopus. What you gonna do, Broodstar? What you gonna do, Broodstar? Attacking with 6 damage. Okay. I'm gonna not block. So if I was gonna block there, that's called chump blocking because it just kills this, and then I'm basically there's not really a point because I'm just like I block the damage, but now I don't have a board state, you know. Hoo boy. All right. So I'm gonna play the island. I'm going to play Inspiration from Beyond. Mills 3 cards into my graveyard. Then I can bring back a sorcery or an instant. I have 1 floating mana. No, I have 2 floating mana with the treasure. So I can bring back Stab and kill one of his targets that has 2 HP, such as the Slumbering Cerberus. Which probably would be good because then he's forced to block with the Goblin Borders if he does want to block. So yes, I think I'm going to bring back Stab. Then I'm going to use Stab on a Slumbering Cerberus, killing it. Then I'm going to attack with Kiora, which if you have at least 7 cards in your graveyard, when you attack with her, she can spawn an 8/8 blue octopus. So there he is. Pretty big. Now he can choose to leave her up or he can block. He's going to block, which is fine. She's already done her job. And now if he attacks with a Strongbox Raider, he's going to die. He plays High Society Hunter, which sucks because that's a really good card. He plays Diregraph Ghoul, which is whatever. Does he attack with the Strongbox Raider? He needs cards, and now with this card, every time anything dies, he draws a card. So he should attack with the Strongbox, because he'll get a card and he has no cards. And he does. Should attack with a Goblin, too. Okay, so I'm going to kill this. He's going to draw a card, but oh well. Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting mana flooded, which happens to me so often, man. Basically, you just keep drawing lands. This is the one thing. Like, I think Magic is super well designed, but this is the one thing that is so annoying about Magic is, like, your mana system is every time you draw a land, you can play 1 land per turn. But if you only draw lands, you're done. Like, there's nothing you can do. It's so frustrating. So I'll play that. I only have 1 option, so I'll play Inspiration from Beyond. I've got 3 floating mana, but I need 4 to kill his flyer, so that's really annoying. Salsa del Rio. I'll try some later. Yeah. Smells good. Man! Okay, so I have to draw big into pie. Should I attack? He's going to take 8 to the face. He's definitely going to attack me with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll be able to hold up. Okay, I'm gonna be aggressive here. I'm gonna attack. No, he's just gonna block with the token. He doesn't block with the token, surprisingly. Okay. Alright, let's see what he does here. He's attacking with everything, I'm assuming. Okay, and also this thing, when you attack, you can sacrifice 1 thing to buff it up by 6. I forgot about that, so he's going to deal 6, 7, 8. Okay, do I live? If he's got a lightning bolt, I'm dead. And he's got it. Yep. Unfortunate. 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 We played a good game, though. Okay, do we want to switch decks? How long have we been streaming for? Yeah, we're good. All right. Let's play. What do we got here? What do we got? What's fun? Yeah, we can play Rakdos. I play a lot of Rakdos. Let's do that, and I gotta go grab a paper towel real quick. I'll be right back. How does the online Magic work? Is it similar to Master Duel where you rip packs to pull the cards you need, or is it different? Yeah, you basically get gold, and then you can, like, buy packs in the shop in order to get your stuff. Magic's weird, because Magic... Like, I've never played a card game like Magic before, where it's not really about collecting, it's more so about, yeah, what you can play with. But yeah. Yeah, you basically just get gold through stuff, and then you can open packs like normal. I could open a pack after this, see if we get anything good. But it sucks because, like, Magic just... I don't know, there's nothing like... There's no, like, big moments. There is in person when you pull something, but on Arena, there's not, like, a big, like, oh my god! It doesn't really happen. What is going on to... Also, why does everybody have the Bargler title? It's really weird that we got free wins like twice or 3 times, and then also everyone has that Bargler subtitle. I don't understand what's going on. Oh my god, I have like 11... I have 1,100 wins here. Alright, well, let's try that again. That was lame. What the hell? Only lands, huh? Okay. Alright, let's start with a swamp. We're going to play a Diregraph Ghoul. 2/2, which is pretty good for 1 mana, but it comes in tapped, so you can't block immediately. Plays a forest, plays a mild-mannered librarian. Yeah, let's play a mountain. We're going to play a slumbering Cerberus. We'll go ahead and attack for 2. If he chump blocks, he gets... That's really bad for him. This thing can, for 4 mana, transform into a 3/3 and then also draws you a card. We're going to play another mountain, and we'll attack with both here. Doesn't block, then we can play Perforating Artist, which is one of my favorite cards ever. Comes in and basically makes him choose whether to get rid of 3 life or a card or sacrifice something on the board. So really aggressive, really strong, really nice. Nice, aggressive, and strong. Wow, he got rid of... Typically, you want to take your own life there. Ooh, deals Felling Blow, which I hate, so buffs that by 1, and then that deals the damage to something else, but that brings back Slumbering Cerberus. Not bad, not bad. I could kill this if I wanted. Yeah. Let's be aggressive as hell. Okay, so I'm going to use Hero's Downfall, which is going to kill that, so we can't use it to draw a card later, which will also untap Slumbering Cerberus after it attacks as well. Bop, bop. He's down to 6 HP already, but... He's got way more card advantage than us, but the green-blue is also way more... Ugh, I hate this card. Way slower, so he's going to bounce back my Cerberus, and now we're just getting lands again. Let's play that. Let's play Cerberus. Let's play Diregraph Ghoul. So now we've got him in a spot because he basically has to block. Or he doesn't have to, but honestly, he shouldn't. And he doesn't. Okay. Plays Llanowar, which is not good. Oof. He has a stinky hand here because he's getting his early draws now. All right, we're going to play Vampire Gourmand. If I attack with Slumbering, he's going to block with Big Fin Bouncer. So I think I attack with Diregraph times 2. He's definitely got a block here because he's getting dangerously low. So he blocks with... Oh, interesting. Okay. So we'll kill his Llanowar. We'll deal 2 to the face. All right. He's got to hope for something big here, else he's kind of screwed. Loot. That's big. Man, I've been only drawing lands so much lately. It really is honestly, like, super annoying. Like, that has been happening so frequently. It's actually insane. Now, Vampire Gourmand can attack and not get blocked. Yeah, that's definitely the play here. So I attack with him. I sack the Diregraph Ghoul, so now he can't be blocked. I also draw another card. Ooh, I just win. Oh, hell yes. So yeah, basically, Vampire Gourmand, when he attacks, you can sack something, and then he can't be blocked. He also draws a card. What he just drew me also increases his attack by 2, so I win. Epic. Bang. Yeah, and this green-blue Simic deck gets so crazy. Like, if you let it go, it just, like... It's a landfall deck, so the more lands you play, he just goes wider and wider and wider. Alright, that's good for a Warmup here. 6 out of 15 wins. You really only need to get like 4 or 5, and then after that, it doesn't really matter too much. So, good. Okay, and that's Magic the Gathering. At least on Arena. Oh yeah, I said we would open a pack, because I've got a lot of gold here. So let's take a look at what we got. Ba, 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 ba. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy. Yeah, I forgot you can open up other packs. Oh my god, you can go really far. Yeah, these are only packs I've heard about. Let's open Final Fantasy. Let's see what we get. Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy. We'll open up a Mythic as well. Nah, we'll open up a normal pack. See what we get here. Ba ba do ba dee ba ba ba. So we get a bonus sheet, which I don't even know what that really means. That's from FF8. And we get Ultima, which I have all of these cards except for maybe this. This might be the only one I don't have. Okay, cool. Ba 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 ba. All right, so that's Magic. Let's switch over to Bloodborne now. Do, 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 do. Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm good. Wow. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Oh my god, we have so many blood echoes. Alrighty, so welcome back to Bloodborne, ladies and gentlemen, where we last left off. We are guiding the game, and we just killed the Shadow of Yharnam, which is actually like 3 shadows, basically. So now we've got quite a lot of resources. I definitely want to switch weapons. Yeah, let's figure out a weapon now to switch to. Oh, and by the way, one thing I wanted to do, because we have these... Bean Boozled. Probably know what these are from like the last Maverits, basically. Yeah, it's like nasty, disgusting things, but also really tasty jelly beans. And you spin a thing, and you can either get one or the other, pretty much. Anytime anybody like becomes a member on the channel, or re-ups, or whatever, or drops a dono, or anything like that, I want to get through these because I have these and we're not using them. So we'll do that as like a little bonus. So thanks again to Janajax for the 15 months of being a member. We're gonna spin this little wheel here. was a good spin. That is Pomegranate or Old Bandage. It's not really on it, but Pomegranate or Old Bandage. I'm wondering if this is the person I was waiting for. Hold on one second. Could be, could not be. Okay, so what does this look like? It's like a dark red. Have we done all these? No, I think this is one. Yeah. I think there's literally one of these left. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Janet Jax, this is dedicated to you. Pomegranate flavor or an Old Bandage flavor? That's pomegranate, baby. That's the power of pomegranate, baby. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Beautiful. How many calories are these? About 3 servings. Serving size 27 pieces. 110. So quick maths, 110 divided by 27. Yeah. Let's do some quick maths here. How many calories is 1 bean boozled jelly bean? Doesn't matter, most people would never even track these calories, but I'm just obsessive. 4 calories. 4 calories a bean. I was actually really close to like not counting calories anymore, but then I gained weight like for 4 weeks in a row. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, never mind. Let's go back. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah. I definitely want to switch weapons here. This weapon is a little boring. It's great, but I've already used it. So I'm going to look at Bloodborne weapons. I just want to see if there's anything that we can like switch to that I haven't really used. Amygdalin Arm is kind of like New Game Plus. Beast Claw is interesting. Yeah, but we have to use a weapon that like a normal person playing the game would use. Oh, they might actually be here. 1 second. Oh, okay. Okay, so I have a little bit of time. All right, anyways, Beast Hunter's safe I actually really like, but I've used that as well. Beast Cutter. Bloodletter would be great, but you don't get until super late. Boomhammer's kind of fun. Burial Blade's next New Game Plus. Chicago. Chicago's kind of interesting. Ooh, Church Pick. That's a little bit later, too. Man, Church Pick would be good. Anything we can use here. Logarius' Wheel we've used. Rakuyo? Not super late in the DLC. Rider Spalak. Rifle Spear. Saw Cleaver? Why am I thinking that this sounds different? What's the baseline weapon? Saw Cleaver. For some reason I was like, wait, Saw Cleaver. Saw Spear. Simon's Bow Blade. Stake Driver, Threaded Cane, Tonitrus, Whirligig Saw. Man, there's just like nothing. The main stuff is DLC. I guess we'll just have to get to the DLC and like switch early on to something. Yeah. Kirkhammer's kind of fun. Whatever. Let's just stick with it. No big deal. All right, let's take a look at Blood Gems. We got a ton of new Blood Gems. See if anything's a blue number over here. Okay, nope, nothing there. Let's go over here. What do we got? Visceral attacks restore. Oh, that one's big. Yeah, that one's not bad. Impurity, Communion. Max Vials held up +1 does not matter at all. Visceral attacks restore 200 HP is huge. That's actually super nice. Bolt damage, slow poison resistance, temporary boost to transform. Max HP is also nice. More echoes from slain enemies. Max Quicksilver bullets held up +4. Probably not going to use that much. I think stamina +10% is probably better there. Yeah. Okay. Let's go check the Insight store too. Yeah, pa, pa. Yeah, pa, 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 pa. Yeah, pa, pa, pa. Yeah, pa, 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 pa. Okay, let's go here. I'd love to use the stake driver. You can't. You have to use the weird stuff with it, right? It's like very odd, or maybe you can just use it normally. All right. So last we dealt with the Shadow of Yharnam, which means now we can go back to the Forbidden Woods and continue forward. We also have a ton of blood echoes.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well.
Let's do it. Strength goes up. I think HP goes up. Honestly, our damage is good. Okay, Forbidden Grove. You came up with 4? Oh, calories, yeah. Yeah, thank you for blessing the run and giving me an actual pomegranate. No more pomegranates! Okay, so there's tons of stuff back there that we didn't do in the Forbidden Woods specifically, but I just don't like doing it, so we're going to move on. It's really kind of annoying exploring that area. Woo! Oh, I wanted to do a transform attack. No. So now we got Bugman. What's up, Arpiazza? The big wheel is Logarius's Wheel, which we have done a full playthrough with Logarius's Wheel, and that's one of those that's just a little too out there. Whenever I guide a game, I try to keep it like, you know, something basic, relatively basic, a sword or a club or something, just so that whoever's watching the guide can like emulate it. But yeah, Logarius's Wheel is super fun. I really like that weapon. It's so weird. Summon younger Madara's twin. I'm good. So yeah, Bergenworth is a crazy small area, but I really like it. Cool. Hit me? The hell? Here, hit me. Hit me. Gotcha. Gotcha. So yeah, that visceral attacks restore HP is super duper good, because basically you can just, if you go for a lot of parries, you can get back to full HP all the time. Hi-ya! No. Bad bug. Disgusting bug. With how many years it's been, GV are cooked and never getting a Bloodborne remaster. It would look so amazing on PS5 with updated graphics and 60 FPS. I really don't know. I mean, if they did anything with the Bloodborne IP at all, it would literally drive so much hype and like be so explosive on the internet that it's just like, there's got to be another thing. There's got to be some hang up with like the rights with From Software and Sony. There just has to be something weird going on, I have to assume, because like, yeah, it's free money. Everybody wants it. You know, I mean, it's gonna like literally market itself. I don't know why they haven't done. It's such a cool world that really could be expanded upon. There's so many things you could do. It's literally like a perfect sequel to make on like almost every level. So yeah, the only thing that I can think is that there just has to be some hang up with the rights or something, or maybe it's still in the works and we just don't know anything about it yet. Unless they literally just do not want to make a Bloodborne 2 or something like that, which is fair enough, but obviously everybody wants it. Whoop! Whoop! Oh, you just just don't stagger, huh? Alright, so if he hits you with that, he stuns you, then he sucks the inside out of your brain. This guy is super weak to thrust attacks, I realize now. Come on, man. Come on. Come on over here. Come on over here. Got a thrust for ya. Yeah! You little fool. How dare you think you can row with me? Random thought, but this game is overall better sound quality than Elden Ring somehow. Elden Ring sounds more compressed. Also, I think this is best overall OST. Yeah, I don't know about the sound quality. I don't know enough about that, honestly, but the sound design of Bloodborne I love to death. OST-wise, you know, everyone always mentions the OSTs of these games, and I feel like I'm always just too distracted with what's going on to, like, ever pay attention. When I do pay attention, I listen to it. Yeah, it's amazing, obviously, but I just feel like I'm always so focused on the gameplay, I never even can, like, really listen to the OSTs, you know what I mean? Ba 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 ba. Hello. Oh god. Oh god. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get out of here. There's the frenzy pop. Okay. Oh god. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Come on down here. Jeez Louise. Yo, 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 yo. Okay. Yeah, Bergenworth, really tiny area, but very memorable. It's, as far as lore goes, it's basically like where they research things that they shouldn't have, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, discovered things best left. Whoop. Best left undiscovered. All right, this thing's crazy. Look at this thing. There's like only one of these in the entire game, by the way, as far as I know. Yo, 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 yo. My god, it has like 50,000 HP too. I'm like literally stuck inside of it. No joke, I am literally stuck inside this thing. Yeah. Fun fact, there's like a skip that speedrunners do where they basically like run down here and they run like into or past that creature. I think there's like a divot in the ground, like maybe this thing right here. There's some sort of divot in the ground where they like hit it and then they turn left and they jump into that lake right there. And it like basically skips this whole section, which is not a long section, but like that's how you speed run that part. Oh no, you son of a bitch. Ba 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 ba. Bam! Yeah, that's a transform attack. Next boss, yeah, lore-wise is cool. I actually hate this boss mechanically. It's so freaking annoying to deal with. But, yeah, what it represents and all that stuff, it's great. It's just annoying as hell. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break here soon, folks, because I got somebody picking something up at the house real quick. So we're just gonna take a little bit of a break, but we got a little bit of time left, just a tiny bit. But I will be back, I assure you. Was there something at the front house of this place too? Front door, I should say. No? Okay. Man, I really want to use a cool weapon. It's just so many. That's one thing I don't like about Bloodborne is like so many weapons are basically for New Game Plus. It's really annoying, like, because they're so cool. Like, a lot of the weapons are so freaking cool. It's like I just want to use them when I start a new playthrough. But then you have to go through like all these weird quest lines and all sorts of odd things just to get some cool stuff. Oh god, I forgot this triggers this guy. And I can already hear him walking. Man, I don't have time to deal with this guy right now. Hold on, buddy. Please reset. Yeah, this guy's hyper annoying. So maybe if I run over here, he'll reset. I'm like worried he's gonna run outside. and chase me down. I'm gonna chase you down, woman. Okay, let's not say that. Gonna lay you down by the fire. I'm gonna make love to you, woman. By desire. Yeah, right. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. I will return. I'm not sure how long this will take. It shouldn't be long, hopefully. But, yeah, I just got to meet somebody real quick. So I will be right back. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, everybody. That was nice and easy. That was nice and easy. I'm gonna make love to you want more. I'm gonna lay down by the fire. Butter, 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 desire. Okay, good. This guy did not come over here, thank God. Yeah, this next guy is annoying as hell. He is, like, so strong. He never dies. Never, ever, ever. You gotta hit him and shoot him and punch him like 500,000 times. Also, I forgot about this chest. What's this? I can hear him already. Pearl slug? Oh, yeah, that's a weird thing. Okay, 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 okay. Alright, I hate this guy. Gotcha, bitch! Yeah! We're gonna do another charged R2. How did that miss him? How? How? How did that... Okay. I don't know how he hit me, yet I didn't hit him, but alright. Or her? I don't really know. I don't know if this is a guy or a gal. Oh, shit! Let's do a transform. Oh, no. Okay. Oh! Alright, let's go back in here real quick. Yeah, it's the type of thing where you gotta just whittle him down because he has so much HP. I'm gonna do a charged R2. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Let's back up a little bit. They also can do that. What do you call it? Eldritch attack. Arcane. Let's try to parry him. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Ooh. Gotcha. I gotcha. Charge R2. Bop. Back up a little bit. See, like, I wouldn't mind these fights so much if they just took more damage. Like, it feels like every time you hit them, you're hitting them with a pool noodle, you know? Which is what's annoying. It's definitely a woman, by the way. Whoop! Gotcha! Whoop! Yep. All right, one more R2. Hi-ya! They're literally one shot. Come on! How are you still alive? For the love of all that is God, please. Can't even see their health bar, yet they're still kicking. Blue elixir, which I think makes you look not as, like, visible. You look kind of invisible. It's like a weird Dark Souls thing they always do, basically. Alright, so that opens up a little shortcut, which I always find really funny, because it's like, this area is so small. What do you really need the shortcut for? Not much. Ba 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 dee da doo. Dee doo dee doo da dee doo. Who's this? Summon Damien of Mensis. Ah. And then who is this? Summon Henrik. Henrik. Student uniform and student trousers, because Bergenworth was like a, like I said, like a research hall or whatever, some sort of school. When the red moon hangs low, the line between man and beast is blurred, and when the great ones descend, a womb will be blessed with child. How epic. Alright, so we gotta find a way to open that door, and there's only one way, which is up here on this ladder. So let's climb this sucker. And then I think there's a bad man up here, if I remember correctly. Lunarium key. I think there's like 2 keys, though. I think that maybe unlocks something up here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-dee-boo. Beep-boo, ba-dee-ba-doo. Beep-ba-dee-boo. Hello. Ooh. Like fell down the middle of it. Okay. Punching attack. Whap! Goodbye, Mr. Bug. You have been relieved from this solarium? Whatever you would call this thing. You've been relieved from the attic. empty phantasm shell, which I forget what that does. There's a lot of really weird, like, very specific one-off items in Bloodborne that you don't really ever use. You can try, obviously, but, like, a lot of it is just flat out not really all that helpful. That being one of them, if I remember correctly. I'm too lazy, so I'm just going to jump down immediately. Now, I swear to God... Okay, so the Lunarium key opens this, right? I swear to God, there's, like, something with this, like, There is something with this little trap door thing down here. There's, like, this right here. And I swear there's something with it, but I guess not. I'm probably just making a false memory, you know? Okay, then over here, we've got... What's this guy named? Wilhelm? Yeah? Oh. Uh-huh. Oh. I think, so he like points over there to kind of give you a hint, but also I think you just kill him. There's no downside to it. Outside of roleplay. If you just don't feel like killing an old man. But if you kill him, you get the eye rune, and then you get some runes or some blood echoes as well. All right, now this boss fight I absolutely detest. It's a very cool, like I said, like lore-wise it's cool. But mechanically, it's highly effing annoying. So I'm going to look and see if there's any tips or hints that I'm missing. Shaman bone blades can be somewhat effective on the spiderlings. Yeah, makes sense, but Rom has a minor weakness to arcane and fire, but is very weak to bolt. Oh. Arcane damage reduction attire, such as the Tomb Prospector set, the highly effective, or better is highly effective. Arcane damage reduction attire, yep, said that. When fighting Rom and other spiderlings alone, carefully eliminate the smaller enemies, only attack Rom with melee when it's safe. Body hits deal more damage to Rom than head strikes, yep. If summoning help, cooperators will be blocked by fog. Okay. Rom takes damage during teleportation. Use strong attacks R2 for extra damage. And you can actually interrupt its teleportation, but you have to deal like so much damage for it. Rom teleports twice after taking enough damage. Kill the smaller spiders first, as they can stun lock and kill you. After the first teleport, Rom begins using arcane meteors from above and below. After the first. Run towards her to dodge the meteors and back off to avoid ground-based ones? Huh, I never tried running towards her. In the final stage, Rom gains new moves, including an explosion attack. To avoid Rom's ice attack, run towards her with a slight left slant. Bait the attack, then run in, strike once, and then retreat. In co-op, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's pretty exactly what you would expect, basically. Ba-da-boo, ba-doo, ba-doo, boo. I probably, honestly, could just guide this now, because I know exactly what to expect here. Is there anything that I can slot to help me? Because this fight's so annoying. Yosefka's Blood Vial. Sure. Anything else? Sedative, which is for Frenzy. Lead Elixir. Shifts weight. Makes you really heavy. Molotovs. Bolt Paper. Which... I don't even remember if you can actually apply this to Ludwig's Holy Blade. Maybe. So we'll put that there. Okay. Can you apply this to Ludwig's Holy Blade? I forget. Oh, you can. Ooh. That's huge. All right. Okay. Yeah, I honestly feel like I could just guide this immediately. There's not really any crazy tips or anything. The only thing is if you can stop its teleportation, it's super nice, but it's not guaranteed. All right, so we're going to guide Rom the Vacuous Spider. See you all after that. Do 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 do. Beep ba da boo ba dee ba da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, exit. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back to another Bloodborne boss guide. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Rom, the Vacuous Spider. This one is at the top of Bergenworth. If you don't know, you need to get to the top of this area after the Shadow of Yharnam, and then basically fall off of this right here, and you enter the fight. Now, Rom the Vacuous Spider is weak to Bolt, so I have Bolt Paper. However, I don't like to use consumables in my guides just because, you know, someone out there is not going to have it. So, yeah, you know, well, I've got it slotted in case we want to use it. Also, I am using the Ludwig's Holy Blade +6, same thing that I used last time for the Shadow of Yharnam fight. And then that's about it. This boss is all about killing the spiders that it surrounds itself with and then going for the kill. It's really a gimmick fight. It's really annoying. I honestly don't like this fight at all because, you know, the spiders do way too much damage. They, like, dive bomb you and deal way too much damage. So this really comes down to, like, slow and steady wins the race. Kill all the little spiders, get in, deal as much damage as possible, rinse and repeat. So with that all being said, I think we'll just go for it, and we'll talk about other tips as we do it. Let's go! Whee! Okay, the Moonside Lake. So there is Rom the Vacuous Spider. And yeah, this is a test of patience, is what this is. We're going to do a charge attack here. Bam! Rom the Vacuous. And then it summons all these little spiders. Now, you want a fast attacking weapon. You want to always be moving. You want to slash at their backs and their sides, as you can see here. If you don't always move, these spiders will dive bomb you and deal insane damage. It's actually ludicrous how much damage that these spiders will deal to you. So as you can see, slowly but surely, walking around, slashing at them. Bop, bop. Don't get greedy. That's the whole point of this fight, is to not get greedy. Now, we're going to go towards Rom, who does nothing. 1, 2, 3. I want to do a transform attack there. 1, 2, 3. Transform attack. We don't want to hit its head. We want to hit its side. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of backing away really annoyingly. 1, 2, and then transform attack. Ooh, nice. Wow, I did not expect that to happen. Yeah. Okay, so you can deal damage while it's teleporting, just like that one boss in Dark Souls 1, the optional boss. Okay, now the hard part starts because it's going to start doing magical attacks. So we have to be careful about its long-range magical attacks. It gets up on one thing. We're going to run just like that. And we're going to take care of the spiders like before. Bam, bam. It's good to know how many hits it takes to kill a spider. As soon as it gets up, just sprint in a direction just like that. Bam, bam. We're going to watch Rom at all times. Now, if you have an opening, you can get in there, by the way, like this right here. But it's going to do an attack right here, so we're going to back away. Oof. Got clipped by it. Yeah, so basically, after the second phase starts, it's going to be able to do some magical attacks. Ooh, not good. So that right there is a perfect example of, like, everything could be going amazing, and then one little thing can get you killed. It's so annoying, but that's how this fight is. All right, so yeah, we're going to cut these guys down. He's going to roll over. He's going to do an AoE there, but we're not even close to him, so it doesn't matter. That's basically all 3 of Rom's attacks. You saw all of them so far. Okay, bam, bam. Gets up, so that means we're going to run. Wait for the attack to end, and that's it. Just like that. Now he's going to dive bomb. Bam, bam. When he rolls like that, he's going to do an ice attack. It's a she, by the way. Okay, so far so good. Bam, bam. Roll that. Beautiful. Bam, bam. Okay, one more spider and we're good. Okay, as soon as it gets up, just start running. Okay. Bam, bam. And now we can go ham. Bam, bam, and now we can go ham. Okay, we're backing up here. Big ol' AoE attack. Another AoE attack. Okay, we're going to close the distance here. Bam, bam, transform attack. Boom. Okay, switch back. Bam, bam, transform attack. Bam! Oh, man, I was hoping that would do it. I was hoping that would stun her again. Now we're going to scan her. There she is again. We're going to watch when she gets on her hind legs or torso or whatever. That's what we got to be careful for. Okay, so that right there. We're going to start running. Ba 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 ba. None of it hits me. Beautiful. Okay. 1, 2. You can see the spiders also do like a little spray attack, by the way. All right. Just kill these spiders slowly but surely. Now, you don't have to kill the spiders. If you're ballsy enough, you can just get in there. Oh, boy. That was actually fine. If you're ballsy enough, you could just get in there, but it's really risky. I honestly would recommend just going slow but surely. You're just going to get much more leverage out of it. Oh, it did the AoE. Okay. Let's get behind this guy. 1, 2. Roll that. You do not want to get hit by the dive bomb. That dive bomb deals so much damage, it's not even funny. All right. Oh, boy. Okay. 1, 2. Let's get out of here. He's going to do something. AoE. Okay. Look for an opportunity. Oh, no, 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 no. I knew that was coming as soon as I saw it. All right. 1, 2. Gets on its hind legs, so we're going to run in a direction. Going to press triangle to heal. Okay, so far so good. We got like 3 or 4 spiders left. Gets up on its hind legs. We're running. Dive bomb. Oh, you little punk. Okay. This is where things start to get just tricky because the game senses you're going to win. And the game's like, no, 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 you can't win. We're going to start doing weird things now. Okay, 2 more spiders left. AoE. Just make sure you're not close to it. That's all it is. Okay. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to apply a bolt paper just because I want this thing to die now. And we're going to make sure we're not staying close to that. And we're going to run in close and try to kill it here. Oh, get your head out of the way. 1, 2, transform attack. Bam! Oh, God. Yeah, so it does do a thrash attack, too. Just got to kind of wait for it to end. Bam. Okay, yeah, it's sensing it. It knows the end is close, and it's trying to do weird things now. All right, so... No, come on! Spamming this, really? I thought you were better than this. No! Okay, 1 more hit and we're good, but it's just spamming this now. Okay! All right, okay, okay, Rom. Listen, we all die sometime. Spamming that over and over again. Get out of here. All right, down goes Rom the Vacuous Spider. It's also a rain of blood here, and I think there's a cutscene too. So that's all it is. It's basically a gimmick fight. You can just rush it if you're being impatient, but yeah, that's honestly the best way to do it. Just honestly be patient, and it's far easier. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more guides, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, not bad, not bad. Gotta name these files or I'll forget about it. Beautiful. Okay, now we gotta find what's her face over here. What's up, Zaylin? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was really clean compared to how that typically goes. But once you know how to do it, it's just like, you know, you just gotta slowly but surely kill the spiders. I'm just too impatient. And in the past, I was super impatient, so it was like really annoying to me. With these live guides, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, most of these guides have been really clean, which I really like. It's very different from like the Code Vein guides I was doing. I really like guiding in a live format. I've noticed that when we guide in a live format, since we're like devoting a certain amount of time to like being live, it's just I'll take the time to like really get everything down completely. It feels nice. All right, what's up, babe? Hey, babe. How you doing, babe? That's a big old blood moon. That's like a big old blood moon. I sound like a Zelda character. All right, so yeah, killing Rom the Vacuous Spider. Oh man, you're just here. Ritual secret broken. Seek the nightmare newborn. Which is so funny, like playing through this game again. It's like, huh? Like playing through this the first time. How would you ever know? Wait. Is this when? Because you get the tonsil stone, and then can't you immediately go to the nightmare frontier or whatever? Or do you have to do it now? Oh, yeah, that's right, because straight ahead goes to Yargul, which is a crazy zone. Man, I forgot about that. But yeah, once you have the tonsil stone, what do? Get grabbed by this guy? So that's amygdala right there. There's multiple in the game. We've seen 2 so far. That's the second one. The amygdala, or I think it's amygdala. A character in this game pronounces it amygdala, and I think that's incorrect. It's actually amygdala. But, yeah, that's the fear in your head. And what's funny is, if I remember correctly, that thing's head is shaped like an almond, and actually in our brains as a human being, we have an almond-shaped gland, I think. The amygdala. I think it's a gland. And that is your fear response. I remember because I was reading a book about fear of flying, and it was talking about how to, like, trick your amygdala or whatever. It's really interesting. But, yeah, that's like a literal physical representation of fear. But also, it's got the almond-shaped head, which is really cool. Okay, so... now a lot of things change. This is basically the next phase change, and this is also the big one, too. This is like, once you kill Rom... the veil is lifted on the world, and you kind of realize like all the eldritch horror things happening, basically. So I'm trying to remember what to do. There's, speaking of amygdala, there's another boss we can do. Let's go back. Yeah. Yeah, they're so creepy. They're downright weirdos. 'Cause they're a creep. Wait, what? Okay. How do you get to the Nightmare Frontier? You get grabbed by this guy, right? Is that what it is? I don't want to do that. I think it... nah, I think it's fine. I think we just keep moving forward until we get the next... the next lamp is, like, right ahead. But he does grab you. Yeah, see? I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, she's running out the door. She, whoa. She's running out. She run. And you might notice something weird is going on in this area. There's a very odd gameplay mechanic. This is a pretty late game, right? Yeah, because once we're here, I'm trying to map it out in my head. You go to the thing. You go to the thing. I'm trying to remember, like, what... how do you access the Nightmare Frontier? That's the thing I'm forgetting about. I think you just have to get grabbed, don't you? By that guy there. Because one amygdala outside the Cathedral Ward grabs you, takes you to the DLC. The other one grabs you, takes you to the Nightmare Frontier. I do believe that's how it is. I could be wrong. Welcome back, Ghost Ninja. What's up, Jack? Welcome in. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, earlier I tweeted and did all the stuff about a poll. I would like to return to streaming in like some capacity. I definitely want to like make sure when we do it, it's correct and it's a good thing. as opposed to just feeling like I need to do it for no reason, basically. So, yeah, I made a post on the main channel. If you did not see the post, I'm trying to find a way to share it. How do I just, like, find a way to share it? There we go. So, if you have yet to vote vote on this poll, and if you do care about the future of the streams, check it out. Vote. Basically, probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday after the gym would be the best time for me to go live. But, yeah, if you have a preference, let me know. I did make a poll earlier if you would like to interact with said poll. Link is in the description below. All right, repair weapons, Ludwig's Holy Blade, Bludgeon Fortification, Ludwig's Holy Blade. See if we got anything new here. Nope. Bludgeon, Fortify Weapon, do we still have no? Man, still have no chunks, crazy. I don't think there's anything here that we got that's new. We do have the Eye Rune, more items from fallen enemies. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay, let's go back over here. See if there's anything new in this store, which there definitely is. Bolt paper, maybe? Kind of want to just spend all this blood echoes on blood vials, but whatever. That's kind of the lame way to do it. That's kind of the lame way. We just want to keep adventuring now, don't we? We haven't really gotten a new badge, so still no new, like, sets or anything. Okay, so now that Rom the Vacuous Spider is dead... trying to remember all the things we can do. Now that Rom the Vacuous Spider is dead, the veil is lifted from the world, everything's more eldritch and cosmic horror-y. So, once that happens, the imposter in Yosefka's clinic goes through a transformation, which is a super interesting and weird part of this game. I love that part of this game. So then, if you remember correctly, we, like, went through the back way to, go into her thing. And now, now we actually want to go there. Because now, like, if you go before you kill Rom, basically, like, she fights you, and it's not good because if you wait until now, you can get one of the 3 1/3 of umbilical cords that you can consume them, and then you can get the true ending of the game. And you can still do it without doing that, but it's way more annoying, basically, if you don't do it this way. So now he's going to head into Yosefka's clinic, and he's going to explore Yosefka's clinic. And every time that little effect that happens right there happens, that means you're getting insight. The eyeball thing in the top right of the screen. So yeah. So how this works is basically everybody that you send to Yosefka turns into one of these little goopies. Whoop! Won't really matter for me come 2 weeks because I'll be starting my new job by then and my work schedule won't align with any of your stream time, so I'll just have to become a VOD watcher. No worries. And I mean, yeah, honestly, I hope the job works out. I hope it's everything you ever hoped for. New opportunities are exciting. But yeah, obviously, as usual, it's not going to be able to, you know, not everybody will be able to watch. We're not going to make everybody happy with the stream schedules, but the idea is to get a good idea, like, when people would be able to watch, of course. So, yeah, this is a pretty secretive area in this game. There's a lot of really, really good stuff. So you do not want to miss this if you're trying to do all the major significant things in Bloodborne. I think that's the real area. That's where she fights you if you go here before Rom. Which is a weird design choice, because it's like a lot of people would just want to keep going and be like, ooh, what's this? And then you kind of get screwed if you want to get the true ending. Which I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, these little goopy guys, anytime you send somebody to Yosefka's clinic, she will turn them into these people. So you can actually have a lot of NPCs here that have been turned into little aliens. Oh, Yosefka's blood vial. Oh, so that was actually Yosefka? Wait. So we're gonna use Yusefka's blood vial? Wait, so Yusefka herself gets turned into this? Yeah, because basically, like I said, after you kill, I think Vicar Amelia, Yusefka gets killed and an imposter takes her place. And then everybody you send to Yusefka's clinic gets turned into one of these things. So everybody you send here, you get a unique item, or at least an item from them. So it's kind of worth it, I guess, like for one playthrough to send everybody here, even though it's like the bad thing because they're getting experimented on. But what I'm thinking is, because she just dropped Yusefka's blood vial, I'm like, oh, was that the original Yusefka? Which is actually super interesting. I don't think I ever put that together. Cainhurst summon. So that's the massively important item there. You definitely want to grab this. That accesses an entire bonus, gigantic area in the game. That has a lot of good stuff. So make sure you grab the Cainhurst summons. Handwritten scroll, seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. This is also where we were, like, resurrected at the start of the game, basically. I mostly VOD squad since I'm East Coast and work a standard 8 to 5. You put your job priority ahead of my streams? Cindy, can we get a ban? I wasn't sure if Cindy could even hear me. No, you're all good. Yeah, like I said, it sucks. Obviously, I would love to find the ultimate rainbow, what's it called, in Thor, the Rainbow Bridge. What's it called? Is it just called the Rainbow Bridge? No. There's got to be a name for it, right? There's definitely a name for it, isn't there? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, it's literally the Bifrost. Oh, I didn't realize that. Because in God of War, like, you use the Bifrost to travel the realms, but it's not the bridge. But maybe the bridge is that. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. I don't even know what I was saying, but you probably know what I meant. Okay, so yeah, let's go this way. $10 a.m. start time till I finish my route. Oh, gotcha. Secret random night streams. Well, I've been enjoying, I mean, yeah, I didn't plan to do 2 streams today. I've been enjoying the streams lately. So I don't know. What I want to do, I think the next step, if I'm taking streaming seriously again, I think the next step is to just have a schedule. Currently, as I said, we're just in the middle of a big transition, which I'll talk about soon. So it's harder to, like, nail down a schedule during that because there's just going to be times where I'm like, okay, guys, sorry, I have to end the stream because we got to go do a thing. But outside of that, like, I've been enjoying the stream, so I just wanted to, I was like, well, screw it, you know, I probably can at least mostly stick to the schedule, so we might as well, you know, poll the audience and see what they say. But, yeah, there used to be random streams. I want streaming to obviously be, like, a positive thing for everybody involved, myself, the audience. So that's my main goal if I am going to actually come back to streaming and take it seriously. I just want to make sure everything is positive for everybody involved. There were, obviously, if you've watched me for any period of time, there were a lot of negative emotions, both in me and I'm sure in the audience as well, relating to the inconsistencies and failures and blah. So I want to make sure it's a positive thing for everybody this time. You know? Okay. So anyways, here's Yusefka in doggy style for some reason. I don't know why, but what's up?
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous.
Right, totally.
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. knew it. It's...
That loud. Yo, what's up, Roger Hunt? Welcome in. Hope you have a good night. I just posted, Roger, by the way, if you haven't voted, no pressure at all, but just saying, and anybody else, if you haven't voted, there's a poll. Check it out. Let me know what your best time to watch streams would be in the future. Nothing cemented just yet, but that's what I'm looking at for the future, basically, if we come back to it. So I think you just kill her, right? Which kind of feels bad, but I think I'm going to kill you, if that's okay. So, going to go ahead and kill you now, all right? Oh, totally missed. My bad. My bad. You'd think I'd be so good at this by now with all the things I've killed. Anyways, time to die. Oh my god! I'm like putting in the wrong direction at the last moment. Oh my god, this is so silly. I feel so embarrassed. Anyways, time to die now. Okay. And then I'll take that umbilical cord. Thanks so much. All right, so again, that is 2 of the 3 1/3 of umbilical cord items you need to consume before the end of the game in order to get the true ending. Those are kind of the 2 easier ones. There are 4 total. You need to consume 3 out of the 4. And yeah, the 2 that we've done so far are the 2 easiest. I'm trying to remember the other 2. One is a side quest involving the prostitute at the cathedral ward. And that one's really weird. I think that's the hardest one to get. And then oh, that's right. The 3rd one you just get, like, from one of the final bosses. So, we're basically guaranteed at this point. These 3 are the easiest to do. That other side quest is definitely the weirdest and hardest. But yeah, that's how you do it. You appreciate it, Roger? Appreciate it, Roger? Oh, yes, Roger. How's Roger doing? All right, so now we got the Cainhurst summons. So... okay, main quest-wise, you can go to Yargul, you can go to the Nightmare Frontier, or you can go to... there's another thing. What was it? Nightmare Frontier. Yargul. There's one other thing I'm forgetting. Oh, Cainhurst. Yeah, duh. So we can do Cainhurst too. That's a crazy boss there. Very Dark Souls type boss. And there is an interesting weapon there, actually. Yeah, we honestly should just go to Cainhurst, I'm thinking. I think this would probably be a fine time to do it. Nightmare Frontier might be earlier, though. That place is kind of annoying. But the bosses, once you know how to do it, it's definitely doable. And we could probably do Cainhurst. I'm not too scared of it. Let's go to Cainhurst. Oh my god, these dogs at our neighbor's house are going crazy. Any thoughts on favorites this year? Man, I want to do it so bad. Like, you guys know me. I mean, for anybody that's watched me for any period of time, you know that I'm probably somebody that just, like, I want to push myself at all times. You know, to, like, really push myself into... I don't know. When I was younger, when I was a young man in my early 20s, I was just like, nothing fazed me at all. It's like, stream every day for X amount of hours. Oh, easy, whatever. I'll just do it. Blah, 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 blah. Nowadays, it's a lot harder. Any thoughts on favorites? So, ultimately, it really just depends on what we've got going on personally. Cindy and I right now, as I've said, transitioning into a new situation, which should be pretty obvious at this point, if you know what I mean. That's really the primary thing, because that's been taking up a lot of our time. I can't really commit to streaming every day for a full month if we have to kind of stop and, like, drop everything and, you know, adapt to certain stuff. So what that means is, like, I just don't think it can happen. It'll depend. Like, if something major were to happen tomorrow and then we were able to transition, like, quicker, then I could look at it and go, okay, you know what? Yeah, I could take like a month vacation, kind of do that, and it would work out. Right now, it can't really happen just because we have to stay on our toes and we have to be ready to just like not be in this house. So I can't really commit to it. We're in February. Yeah, it's really just a thing right now of like, there's no way to commit to it currently. If by the time we're in April and it just looks like, okay, I could take like a month off, dedicate it, you know, to that and like really make an effort of making it great, then I could reevaluate it and just see from there. Currently, I can't, there's no way to really commit to it. There's just not. But who I am is like, I always want to do it. I always want to, you know, I always want to do the big thing. That's just who I am. I like pushing the envelope, really pushing myself. But I've also gotten older, gotten smarter, gotten wiser, and understand it would be very stupid to commit to that currently. So that's where we're at. I would love to, but it's just got to be the right timing, which I'm not going to know for like 1 to 3 months, basically.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me...
Yo, girl, let me get that vitality, if you don't mind. Do I got one more? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, let me get that strength. Appreciate it. Thanks, girl. All right, yeah, so Cainhurst. Okay, so for Cainhurst, we got to go through, or got to go to... That one's not ready yet. I think it's this one. Witch's Abode works. Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, it's the VA stuff too, which I've actually, like, there was a time where I was doing a lot of auditions, and I haven't even really been able to audition in so long now, simply because I wouldn't be able to commit to some of these projects. And it sucks too, because I was having such a fun time auditioning for projects. And I basically just had to stop because I realized very quickly, like, oh, like once you actually get cast for some of the stuff, you can't just do all of it all the time. Like, it takes up a lot of your time. So yeah, that's definitely a component too, is that like, yeah, the voice acting thing's on top of everything else. It's just, it's very hard to commit to that currently. Oh! I thought I got that parry out. Ooh! Gotcha. I knew that second one hit. All right, we need blood vials, and we need it bad, man. In fact, before we go to Cainhurst, it'd be kind of very stupid to go to Cain. Well, whatever. I'm feeling confident. We can do it. Yeah, we could do it. We could do it. Get your body out of my body. Get your body out of my body. We just got to be careful with our parries. I thought there was a guy right here. Oh, he must like walk down and then go over there. Interesting. Hello. Gotcha. Whoop. All right, give me something I can parry. Whoop. Whoop. We got him on the last possible second. Otherwise, we would have not been able to trigger that. Okay, so once you go to Yusefka's clinic and you grab the Cainhurst summons. Now, by the way, I'm pretty sure you can do that immediately once you get to the Forbidden Woods and find Yusefka's clinic from the back way. I think you can get the Cainhurst summons and then just do this immediately. I was just being careful, but the better way to do it is to kill Rom the Vacuous Spider and then do it, and then, yeah, then you don't got to worry about it. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think it matters. Anyways, once you have the Cainhurst summons, it's a little envelope. Then if you go to this obelisk right here... Oh, it just even... Okay. I didn't even realize it just triggers the cutscene automatically. So yeah, you get this cutscene automatically, and then you get taken to a very secretive area. It's very much like... what's it called? In Dark Souls 1, the painted world of Ariamis. What's the world in Dark Souls 3? This is such a cool cutscene, too. What's the word in Dark Souls 3? The painted world of Ariendel, which is weird, because it's Amus, which was cut content in Dark Souls 1 that they decided to add on as like a separate thing. And it's Ariendel in Dark Souls 3, which is interesting. Anyways, okay, let's get in. Yeah, why not? Sure. Definitely. Ba pa pa pa. Ba pa pa. Ba pa. Yo, what's up, Low Country Grace? When you're streaming or videos are at their best because your life is in balance. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, too, is the timing. Like, the last favorites... Imagine seeing this for the first time, man. Like, when I played Bloodborne, it was so much after the fact. Like, you know, maybe like 4 years after this game came out. Like, I played this game when, like, everything was pretty much known, right? But, like, imagine this game comes out, you get your PS4, you play this game, you load it in, and, like, you just find this out. Like, I don't even know how you would do it. You would have to go get the Cainhurst summons. That's relatively doable if you just keep exploring down that path. But then you'd have to go back to that specific obelisk, which I'm not even sure if there's any, like, hint there. There's no really, like, hint, right? That's, like, you know, they could have put a note that says, you know, the carriage only comes for those with the proper summons. Something like that. And you could put 2 and 2 together. I don't even know how you would know that. And then you go up, and then it does this. And then imagine seeing this and just knowing a whole entire, like, part of this game awaits you. Like, that's just so cool. And I never got to experience that because I, you know, by the time I played it, everything was already known about it. But, yeah, also the horses are already dead and frozen, which is weird. It's a thing where, like, I guess time passes. I don't know. But yeah, this place is crazy. Very unique area. Probably easily missed by people that don't look things up. But yeah, anyways, I was saying, like, last favorites, I had to go live, like, in the morning, basically, because I think I was just doing stuff. It was the best thing to just get the stream over with in the morning. And, yeah, it was more of a thing of, like, well, I want to do it, but the best way to do it is in the morning. Whereas, currently, it's like, well, yeah, I'd rather do it right, make sure that, you know, I'm going live. Like I said, like, the time slot that seems to be winning with the votes is definitely the one that I would think would be the best, which would be after the gym, just because that's typically where most people can watch. Also, it's not the first thing in the morning. So, yeah. But I'm as much as I like to overcommit on things, I'm just going to be this, the smart guy here and say, can't commit to anything currently. Would love to, if I was feeling up to it. But I also would want to make sure that it was actually, like, a really great event for everybody involved. And not just something to do because I've done it X amount of years in a row and I don't want to lose the streak. That's not really a good motivation. It doesn't really matter at all, especially when you start getting into your 30s. It's like, what does that mean? You want to continue a streak? Okay, and? Like, it means nothing, you know? Alright, let's light this lamp. 2-week thing at most or something. Well, it just depends on what I'm working on. Like I said, like, there's, as far as the voice acting stuff goes, there's auditioning for things and there's getting, like, requested for things and stuff like that. So the auditions is the tricky part because that's what I was really enjoying. And then I had to just, like, stop for a while because I got cast, which sounds great, of course. But then if you get cast for multiple things and you didn't realize that that would happen, well, now you've got all these commitments, and then you got to deliver on those commitments, and then it gets tricky. So point being is if I was actually thinking of doing favorites, I definitely would not be auditioning for anything. I would be making sure that that month would be relatively, you know, open. Bum, bum. Yo, Roger Hunt. Thanks so much for the $20.
Head out. Take care, everyone.
Donation.
We'll catch the rest of this later on.
Adios. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for the $20 donation as well. Have a good night. Yeah, I won't be streaming tomorrow because we're going to be doing D&D all day, but I have been really enjoying plugging away at this playthrough, and I think it's been a really good playthrough. If you're actually looking to get informed on Bloodborne, I think it's been a really informative playthrough. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I feel like a new player would get inundated with a lot of different information that's helpful. So, anyways, been really enjoying plugging away at it. I won't be able to go live tomorrow. We're doing D&D all day in a different city. But then, yeah, basically whenever I have spare time, I'm really ahead of time with recording. So, like I said, just keep an eye out on the Twitter. Keep an eye out on the Discord if you're a part of it. And you'll know when I go live. And have a good night, and thanks so much for the donation. Bye! Alright, we got all these little worms here, which we gotta watch out for. These worms are so annoying. I want to get... There's an item in that little valley down there. Hello. Whoa! And these guys are also incredibly aggressive. I love how they attack, though. That quick swipe is so cool. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Oh my god. Yeah, these guys were so tough, I genuinely would not even, fight them in my earlier playthroughs just because they were so hard for me to deal with. They're so aggressive. But now I'm a little bit better. Now I'm not as worried. Alright. All these worms suck ass. These guys are, really gigantic pains to deal with. They're so hard to hit, and they attack very frequently. So we just want to grab that and get the hell out of here, because I hate them. Have you ever seen Full Metal Brotherhood anime? Oh, yeah. I love that anime. I need to, hypnotize Cindy to watch it, because she won't watch it. She offers a very paltry excuse of, I just don't think I'd like it. And I'm like, there is no you don't think... Oh, she's outside, so I can talk shit. She's like, I'm like, there is no you don't think you would like it. You will like it, because it's peak, and it's amazing, and I love it. It's so good. So I got to find some way to, hypnotize her. Or, I don't know. Maybe every time she's asleep, just, whisper, Full Metal Brotherhood Alchemist over and over and over again. Because, yeah, no, I love that anime. That was, my first introduction into anime, because I've mentioned this story before, but... yeah. Oh, shit. I mentioned this story before, but I had a big crush on a girl in college. And she was, in this group of, anime guys and stuff. And I was like, oh, I want to, introduce myself, try to make friends with everybody. In no small part because I had a big crush on her. You know, that didn't really matter. Whatever. And then, yeah, they were big, anime fans. I never really watched much anime outside of, stuff I grew up with, Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. And, yeah, they mentioned, I was like, okay, so what do I watch if I want to get into anime? And they mentioned Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I was like, okay, I don't know anything about it, but I'll watch it. And I watched it, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried, and it was so good, and I loved it so much. And I am so overdue to do a rewatch, but I just won't do it until, Cindy will watch it, because, I know she'll love it. It's so good. And she just refuses, and it's so irritating, because I know she'll love it. But yeah, that's where it's at. I love that anime. It was my favorite for a good long time, and it probably will be once I rewatch it again, honestly. Oh, you son of a bitch. These things are so annoying, man. They're so aggressive. Hi-ya! Who's your favorite character? GV, mine is King Bradley. It's been an eternity since I watched it. Outside of that, who's my favorite character? Yours is King Bradley. So you have to like look him up because I don't remember. FMAB King Bradley. Who's King Bradley? Oh yeah. I knew that's who you were talking about. Yeah, he's epic. There's so many like massive spoilers that I can't talk about. I did like him. I liked Edward, but he's a piece of shit, kind of. And like, I think like he reminds me of myself, so I did like him in that way. But also, yeah, he's an asshole, kind of like me. I don't think he was my favorite. Al was awesome, obviously, but how did that miss? Excuse me? Is Al my favorite? I gotta look up characters and see really quick. I remember that one lady that like teaches him is badass as hell. I really liked her with like the big husband guy. Oh my god, Armstrong. What was his name? Louis Armstrong? That sounds silly. Wow. Hi-ya. Oh my god, I hate these guys. Alright, we only have 2 blood vials left. This is getting really bad. The Armstrong family, the guy with the curly hair, he was great, obviously. Oh man, I forgot about the... I don't want to spoil anything. I'm trying to like talk about this. There's massive spoilers for this show. Okay, switch over to this. No. Just switch. Alright, we're down to literally 0 blood vials. Very bad. Let me look up, let me look up Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood characters, just to make sure. I don't want to spoil anything, of course. Wait, what? Sloth? 2003 enemy Sloth was a woman? Whoa, weird. I'm trying to literally find Brotherhood characters. Yeah, I forgot about like Envy is great, and then Greed, right? Greed's a fan favorite. Greed's awesome. Man, it might just be Al. Now that I think about it, Greed was great. Here's what I'll say. Oh shit. Here's what I'll say. It's probably Al currently, but I guarantee you that if I watch the show again, it will be Greed. I guarantee you 1,000%. Guarantee you. That's what I would say. Okay, now this one's okay, the one on the okay. I really gotta focus here. We have like no resources left. Oh, almost done. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't want to spoil anything because that show has massive spoilers, and I don't want to rob anybody from watching it. Okay, it's saying that YouTube's not receiving enough video garbage. I hate when it does this. I don't know why it does this. Just FYI, if you can't hear me, it should resolve itself soon. Greed is one of my favorites. Yeah, it's been so long. Like, honestly, I seriously need to just get Cindy to watch it. She love it so much, and like I'll cry, and I'll love it so much, and but yeah, from what I remember from way back in the day, I know Greed is a massive like fan favorite. I know everybody always loves Greed. Envy, I guess not. I don't remember. Like, Envy is a very interesting character. Lust is typical of what you would expect for Lust. Sloth is typical from what you would expect for Sloth. Although, again, that's in Brotherhood, because apparently in the original 2003, Sloth is female, which is interesting, because in... Okay, again, spoilers. I don't want to say anything. I don't remember what exactly is and is not a spoiler. Hi-ya! Okay, now I gotta be super careful here. Okay, great hit. Okay, watch out here. Ah, God, it was like an inch off. Oh my God, are you actually kidding me? I'm like, I just know it's going to squeeze through. I just know it. It's going to squeeze through. Watch. Okay, we did it. I think that's everything. Now the doors open automatically. Super cool. Thanks for the sub, by the way. If you in the chat. What about pride or lust? I think I remember pride. I think that's mega spoilers, so I won't talk on that. I remember liking pride. Like, it was interesting. And that's really all that I'll say, because I don't want to spoil anything. Lust was, like I said, very typical. What you would exactly expect. Just a hot-ass woman from a 90s/early 2000s anime. Raven-haired. Probably would, if I was a single man, completely enrapture me, and then I just get destroyed and killed. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Like, what's her name? Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Man, we got one more. Okay, well, I'm going to use my stuff here because I don't want to die to this guy, you know? No offense to this guy. Also, we have Yosefka's Blood Vial. Let's use that, too. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Okay, I'm just going to grab some... Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just going to grab some Molotovs. Don't mind me. Okay, just going to throw these at you. It's gonna burn. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, it's just gonna burn, but you'll be fine afterwards. I know, you're so aggressive. I get it. But, you know, if I'm being honest here, there's too many of you guys here. There's way too many. And you guys are so aggressive and, like, damaging. Like, you know, it'd be one thing if there was, like, this many of you guys and, like, you didn't deal that much damage. But you guys deal so much damage. And you've used all my blood vials. So it's like, I don't want to kill you like this. I would love to fight you in a one-on-one honorable battle, but there's just so many of you. I've killed like how many of you guys by now? All right, stop attacking so I can hit you with Molotov. Wait, 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna throw it now. Okay, throw it now. I hate to say this, but don't make me come down there. I'll do it. I'll do it. Here, hold on. Let me put some fire paper on real quick. All right. I told you not to make me do it. Now here it comes. Here comes Daddy. Come here, you little bitch. Huh. Huh, yeah. I told you. Dealt with too many of you guys, but I knew that I had to kill you because I knew you guys drop unique blood gems at the same time. I just wish you'd be a little kinder. That's all. Yeah. FYI, spoilers for FMAB in the chat, just so you know. If anybody wants to watch the show, which I definitely recommend, honestly, it was probably the best anime I've ever seen. Just FYI. Be careful. Spoilers in the chat. Didn't like being left out. I mean, yeah, same thing like I said in that college group. I was just like, all right, well, I'll give it a shot. I never really took anime as like serious up until that point. And I loved it, man. I fell in love. I cried. I cried so much, and I cannot express how much, like... anime really did not affect me like that at that time. Like, I just didn't know anime, you know, and I like I said, I kind of wrote it off as just being overdramatic stuff and whatever. So, yeah, man, it was so good. I loved it so much. Bop, bop, bop. But now, I'm like, literally over 10 years older, 15 years older probably, so I really do want to rewatch it to see just how it affects me now. It's just there's something different about it. That's really all that it is. Like, there's certain anime where it really, like I said, it transcends the genre, and it's just kind of like a different level. And that is literally, that's literally Full Metal Alchemist, in my opinion. You know, Hiya. 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 Okay, what's the deal with these women? I don't think, like, it matters. Because there's just, like, 1,000 of them. So, yeah, I think we just want to explore instead. We have no blood vials. We honestly should probably go back and spend all this stuff on blood vials. That would probably be a good way to do it. What's up, Jacob? Hey, GV, any chance of playing the Fable games again soon? Honestly, there's... Oh, the Rider Spalek. Ooh, okay. Honestly, there's so much on my plate currently. I would love to. I think currently I'm still judging whether or not I should play Pokopia on stream, because I'm curious. I love Animal Crossing, and it's Pokemon Animal Crossing. I'm curious if I should play that, and then there's other things too, like this series here, which I want to finish, obviously. I would love to. I know the new Fable's coming out, and it honestly has been enough time. As usual, I don't think I can commit to it, but that being said, it would be fun. I think it would take a schedule, which I recently made a poll about on the community tab. It would take that. It would basically take having a schedule, you know, to do it. What's up, Gavin? This is what I find entertaining, GV playing Souls. I love it, man. I can just play it on autopilot. It's so, like, relaxing to me. These games are beautiful in their own way, you know? Alright, we gotta buy some blood vials because we have none. We can also grind for them, but that's annoying. Ba, 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 ba. Ya, do, da, di, da. Ya, ta, ta, ta. Ya, ha, ha, he, ha. Okay, blood vials, how many can we get? 75? Ooh. Yeah, that's probably good because, honestly, we're going to get so many blood echoes anyways, and that will save us from grinding for a good amount of time. It sucks to devote 50k to that, but at the same time, I feel like it's probably worth it. You know? Okay, now how do we get back to Cainhurst? Forsaken Castle, Cainhurst. Ha, 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 ha. All right, and now we are back to the castle proper. Oh, that's right, we got Rider Spalek. Ooh, yeah, let's take a look. I've never used that weapon. I think it's another gun weapon, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I will say... Okay. All right, gonna go ahead and just goodbye. Gonna go ahead and just bye-bye. Nah. No, I'm good. Already took 50,000 years to kill all you guys, which I typically don't do. As I said, that was a special thing this time around for you guys specifically. I typically don't do that. I typically don't kill all y'all. But now, yeah, no, I'm good. Goodbye. All right, let's get to a safe space. Bloodstone. Ooh, okay. First bloodstone chunk. We need 2 more of those to upgrade our weapon. But we may switch to the Rider Spalek. I have no idea if it's a good weapon or not, but I've never used it. And I think the rifle spear was referencing that weapon as like being the better weapon, because you have to obviously wait until much later to get it. Quicksilver bullets. Okay, all right, just appear and hit me. Okay. Yeah, I definitely had time to react to that. Absolutely, for sure. Here, I'm just gonna loot this from you real quick. No, 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 no. Iframes. Noble dress, which actually has a isn't there something with a noble dress, like you can give it to the Lady of the Night? Doesn't that do something? Or maybe that's what she's wearing, I think. She's wearing the noble dress. Ba, 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 ba. Just want to get to a safe space so I can look at this Reiter Spalik. Okay, let's look at this. Reiter Spalik. Weapon wielded by the Knights of Cainhurst combines an elegant knight sword with the peculiar firearm wielded by the Cainhurst Order. The old nobles, longtime imbibers of blood, are no strangers to the sanguine plague, and the disposal of beasts was a discreet task left to their servants or knights as they were called for the sake of appearances. So it almost looks like a fencing saber, because it's got the little guard there, right? And then with like a gun. What do we need to wield it? We need 10 blood tinge. I think we have like 8. So yeah, I'll look up if it's good. I have no idea if it's good or not. I don't like weapons that involve 2 different, you know, like a blade and a gun, because typically you're losing in one or the other to get like the hybrid, which I'm not a big fan of, but I've also never used that weapon, so that would be a good... That would be the good weapon to switch to if it like... Oh my god, every time. Yeah, good for you. You got me, all right? You got me. Good for you. I always forget. I always forget. All right, let's go. You and me. Gargoyle. Good for you. You did your little trick. You got me. Now what? Now you're expired. Never to fly again. Hi-ya. Hi-ya. Oh, shit. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Wonder what that... Ooh, this place is so pretty. Oh, I never even freaking... This is how, like, oblivious I am to, like, lore and world-building stuff. I never realized, like, that's the bridge to Cainhurst, right? And then over in the distance, that must be Yarnum, like, the, you know, place where you're playing for the majority of the game. I never realized you could, like, see it from here. Cool. Is this DLC? No. No, this is not DLC. This is a secret zone in the base game called Cainhurst. To access this zone, you have to go to the Forbidden Woods, and then if you go kind of the back way past the houses and to the back, you can go to Yasefka's clinic from the back way. And then if you access that pretty much as soon as you can, or if you wait until you kill Rom the Spider, then you can find the Cainhurst summons in that area, which is a little envelope. And then if you take that to the Hemwick Charnel Lane area, where you fight the Witch of Hemwick, then you can walk to the obelisk that's by the area with the 2 big dudes with the halberds, and then you'll be able to get transported here. Basically, it's like its own little secret zone. That's the coolest outfit I've ever seen in a Souls game. Yeah, it's a lot of people don't know about this one. I mean, if you're like, unless you look everything up or whatever. But black hooded iron helm, which you get from the Hypogean jail if you access it early, and then go down one of the streets, that you get the whole set. And then also the Charred Hunter set, which is in a very secret area in the old Yarnum zone. You have to, like, drop down and, like, find it in a chest. A lot of people don't know about it unless you just, like I said, look at it. You son of a bitch. He almost got me again. A lot of people don't know about it unless you look all the stuff up. Oh, God. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Classic bamboozle. Nice. Nice job. What's she gonna do? What's interesting is, like, we get HP from attacking these guys, even though they're, like, made out of stone. Kind of odd. Because I always thought about it as siphoning, you know, health from them or whatever. Oh, God, this guy. Forgot about this. Yeah, no worries. No worries. All right, hello, little man. This guy is insanely aggressive. Let's try to parry him. If we can, look at him. Look at him slow. Look at him aura walking or whatever the children call it. Do it. Do so. Oh, okay. He's like a little Yoda, basically. Gotcha. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were gonna do it. Thank you. Bye-bye. This bridge always reminds me of Sekiro when you fight the guy in the armor. Ba 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 boo. Yeah, ba ba ba. Ho, 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 ho. Man, you guys got enough statues? Oh my god. Okay, now here I remember there's like 2 gargoyles. I mean, you can literally see them right there. But I feel like there's like a 3rd bamboozle or some shit. Okay, I mean, guys, I can lock on to you. Guys, I can lock on to you, guys. I wonder if we shoot them, do they fall off? Oh! I can't believe that actually worked. Oh my god. That was so satisfying. Oh, it's my favorite outfit in the whole game. The Executioner. I forgot it's here. Yeah. Oh, man. I love this look we got going on. Oh, man. I forgot about that. Yeah, the Executioner garb. This thing has this beautiful... Look at that. I mean, just look at it. It's so flowing. I love how that central cape piece just kind of goes perfectly down the middle. Man, I always wear this thing. I kind of like the dark and light look of it, though. Yeah, we got to switch to it, honestly. Is there another surgical long gloves? How does that look? Kind of stands out. Grave Guard manchettes. How do those look? Oh, those kind of blend in, actually. Yeah, I like that. Okay, what about the Grave Guard mask? The red color kind of throws me off. Yeah, the hood's just a little too pronounced, I think. What about the hunter hat? Classic Bloodborne hat. It also reveals your face a little bit, which is cool. I do definitely like the black hooded iron helm more. But I think we stick with that. And then what about shoes? Black church trousers / dress. Ba, 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 ba. Grave Guard kilt. That's a lot of clothing, man. I mean, I'm sure it's cold. Student trousers. How do those look? Oh, that kind of works. That kind of works. Foreign trousers. Charred hunter trousers. Yeah, I like the charred... I think we switched the charred hunter. Yargul black. Oh, yeah. That looks better. I want to make the hat work, but let's go top hat, maybe? I really want to make the top hat work, but I just can't. I can't commit to it. I think we go with this. Kind of look like a Grim Reaper. Yeah. Yeah, this is my favorite by far clothing set. I just love how it flows, you know. There's actually another interesting clothing set here, I believe. I could be wrong. Alright, this room is crazy. Vile Blood Register, which I think is a... I think that's a co-op item or something, like an online item. We don't much care about that. This is a shortcut back to the very bottom. So now we have a bit of a shortcut there. Okay, this room is weird as hell. Man, I just healed from your friend. Did you have to do that? Oh, the Evelyn. That's right. I forgot that that's where you get that. So the Evelyn is like the best pistol in the entire game, but I think you need Blood Tinge to be able to equip it is the trade-off. Basically like a one-handed revolver sort of thing. I don't know if it's a revolver, but similar idea. Okay, now there's a secret in this room somewhere. I forget how this room works. Ha-ya! Thank you. See, that ladder right there is what we're trying to access. But I forget exactly how that got. Look at these guys scrubbing. These guys are scrubbers. Okay, so now we can upgrade Ludwig's blade because we got 3 bloodstone chunks. Hello! Hi-ya! Oh, shit. Hi-ya! Okay, you guys good? Relax. Okay, yeah, I think you progress past this point and then you can access the shortcut, right? Now, normally I like to kill all the people in a specific area, but there's just... Okay. There's just so many here. It's honestly too much. I think there may be like one more item we're missing. Though. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't want to deal with these super aggressive dudes. So I think we just go out the window here. And then there's like a secret item, right? I feel like there's a secret here. Whee! There's definitely a secret here. So we can drop down there, but let's look at all of our options first. I think we drop down here. Wait, what's that? I think this is where those 2 gargoyles were. So we've already been there. Isn't there like a secret? Okay. Oh, hi! Excuse me? Like, literally, where did you come from? Huh? Okay. Things got a little dicey there for a second. Alright, in this room, there's definitely like a hidden chest. And it's right there, I can see it. But I don't think you can roll through these. So I think this is a usable item here. Oh no, the night set. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so yeah, that's the really cool set. That looks quite good. Ooh, that might be a good thing to wear. Yeah. Just keep screaming. Just keep screaming. Sure. Executioner gloves. That's what I was talking about. Shoots basically like skulls out. Not really worth it, but it's an interesting thing. Isn't there like a lever in here? I think there's a lever that I'm missing. Oh, God. No! Oh my God! Okay, once again, YouTube is saying YouTube is not receiving enough video data to blah, 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 blah. So I don't know if y'all can hear or see me currently. That was a really bad death. I've never, like, died to that weird attack before today. Very odd. Yeah, so we're close to a boss. How long have we been streaming for? I could give him, like, a shot and see what the confidence level is there. And then, yeah, we might try to guide him, or we might end the stream soon here. But either way, I'll be right back. I got to take a bathroom break. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know if you can't hear or see me, because YouTube is saying odd things currently. But BRB. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Roger, if you ever see this. Roger donated. We'll say, yeah, I'll say like any $5 donation, basically. Or whatever. It doesn't really matter. We're here to have fun. But any, like, resub or anything like that, we'll do the little thing. Because I do want to get through these little beans. Okay. So spin the thing. Whoop. 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 Big spin. Big spin. Big spin. Pomegranate, which I think we're out. Which is weird, because there's like a ton of these left. But yeah, I don't think there's any more pomegranate, which is odd. Okay, let's spin it again. Whoop. 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 Come on, man. This thing is so hard to actually spin. That was a good spin. Okay, that is juicy pear or booger. The hell does that mean? Just salt, I'm assuming. This has got to be it. It looks like a pear. All right, so juicy pear or booger. Dedicated to you, Roger Hunt. kind of boogers is... Like, I don't know what kind of boogers someone has to have for it to taste like that. I will say... that, like, that's definitely the least egregious Bean Boozled. That one's like almost like, it's almost like insulting how weak that one is. It's just, I don't even know how to describe that flavor. It's like, it's almost like grass clippings or something. Like I almost, it's the type of thing where like it feels like they had extra grass clippings and they were like, okay, booger maybe. Yeah, that one's weird. It's not even bad really. It's just kind of like, that doesn't really even taste like a booger, which I would imagine just would be like super salty. Yeah, odd. Definitely the weakest, quote unquote, bad Bean Boozled, I would say. All right, let's go back to where we were. Stopped for 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Like, my internet connection is pretty good. It just randomly does it. It's odd. Oh, yeah, Pokemon Emerald is the shit. Whee! Waha! Yahoo! Yeah, Pokemon Day today, right? So in honor of Pokemon Day. Playing some Pokemon music. Yeah, I tweeted about the new reveal. Definitely gonna play, what's it, Gekwa? Like Gecko and Aqua. Very cool. Definitely gonna have Gekwa as my starter, not only because blue and water, and I'm all about the blue, but I think it honestly looks the coolest. I will say I've come around to Pomerum, whatever its name was, the Pomeranian Fire Pokemon. Really curious to see what that thing evolves into. Because, like, I don't like Pomeranians as a dog in real life. Cindy loves Pomeranians and small dogs. I don't like small dogs. But it is cute. I'll give it that. It's a cute little Pokemon. But not my style. But I'm curious to see what it evolves into. Where is the freaking... There's like a lever we're missing. Where is it? I'm forgetting. Whee! Have we done everything here? But then this would be like a dead end, right? There's got to be another place we can fall down to, maybe. For the love of God, not again. Oh my God. Get me out of here. I'm getting a little confused on this part. Oh, is it literally just over here? Oh, okay. That's what I missed. So we can go in there. Let's keep going this way for now. Oh, this is with the red-eyed gargoyle, isn't it? Bro, I see you. You ain't fooling nobody. I see you. Thank you. Grab the grass flavor. Was there a grass flavor? I know there's been a grass flavor. Wait, did I accidentally mess that up? Burnt rubber. I mean, no, it's the only green one. The only other one is wet dog. No. Yeah, it was definitely booger. Yeah. There's no cut grass on this one, which probably wouldn't be bad at all for me. But some of those Bean Boozled are so bad, like genuinely horrifically bad, that one is just like a light in the darkness. You know, it's like, okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. But yeah, no, that was definitely Juicy Booger or Booger. What am I saying? Juicy. It was Juicy Pear or Booger. Yeah, that was definitely a Booger. But pretty inoffensive, gotta say. Is that a remake, Emerald, or something else? The music or what I was talking about? So they just announced Generation 10 today on Pokemon Day or whatever. And, yeah, it looks pretty good. I gotta watch the whole Pokemon, like, reveal and all that sort of thing. But it's Pokemon Winds and Waves. 1,000% going Waves. I love water. I love blue. And they released the 3 starters, which are going to be Brout, like a little grass owl with an eyebrow. Like we've already got Ruffalo, you know. So to me, it's just like we're doing another grass owl. We've already done that, like recently too, relatively recently. And then it's yeah, Gekwa, a gecko aqua water type, and then it's Palm Rum or something like that, Pomeranian fire type. So I will definitely be going the water type for sure. I saw like either a leak or something that looked extremely solid of like what the water type evolves into, and I was like, oh, I'm down for that because it looked really cool. So. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be taking place in, like, it seems like South America, like jungle / ocean / beach type area, which I am so down for. So I'm getting excited already. Da, 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 da. Holy jug, Batman! That's a big boy! Yeah, it's always funny to me when people say, like, stay hydrated, GV, during streams, and I'm like, bro, I drink this thing every single day. You think I'm not hydrated? Hydrated is a part of my blood. Okay, so we got the chest. Where does this go? That's just where we came up from, I'm assuming. So yeah, we're pretty good. New Pokemon game news sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I have not been excited for a new Pokemon generation in a very long time. This is the first time where I'm actually really excited to see what happens here. Hi. I just think that Sword and Shield, from what I remember, just downright so forgettable. And then Scarlet and Violet, definitely a step in the right direction, but still, to me, it's like, why have an open world Pokemon game if you're not really going to do anything with it, you know? And then finally with Winds and Waves, that's what it's called, right? Winds and Waves. Finally with this, it actually seems like, okay, this looks good. This looks actually like something I would have a lot of fun with, so hopefully we finally reach that point, because as a Pokemon fan from the early 90s, it's just like, brother, can we please just get a good game that's not just about being complacent, and then everybody online complain like, Pokemon fans always complain. It's because we all know what that series is capable of. We all know the heights that it can reach. And we haven't reached those heights, in my opinion, since Generation 5. You know? So to me, it's just like, finally, okay. I don't know if it's going to reach anywhere near that, but I'm just like, all right, this looks actually like something that's at least is going to be fun. So I will be willing to at least see it out. Okay, let's go this way. I feel like we missed one thing. Did we not? Oh my god, I almost fell off the side of that. Oh yeah, underwater stuff too. Yeah, I forgot about that because they kind of teased that at the end there, which will be interesting. Kind of like Generation 3 with the dive stuff. 4. Yeah. 5 is phenomenal, man. If you haven't played 5 yet, I definitely recommend it. I just recently did a Nuzlocke on a... like, the second channel, and it was so good. It holds up so well. And I remember thinking, like, oh, 5-2, you know, like, because 5 is black and white, and then they have black 2, white 2. I was like, oh, black 2 and white 2 are so good. You know, black and white are probably not going to hold up that well. No, black and white are awesome. And then black 2 and white 2, from what I remember, because I haven't played those two in a while, are even better. So, to me, that was like the peak of the series. I think after Generation 5, it just kind of, for me, petered out. So I'm hoping for like a return to form here. Do I have a Scholars of the Sin playthrough? Oh my god, do I? I think I might have a DLC from way back. Like, I think there's a Dark Souls 2 Crown of the Sunken King playthrough, I think, on this channel still here. A full DS2 playthrough, I don't think so, on the channel. I could be wrong. I mean, just go to my channel and search the search bar for Dark Souls 2. But I would love to. I mean, that's why I'm kind of doing these right now, is because like I would love to have a library of Soulsborne stuff on the channel. Yep, exactly. They never really had to change or adapt, really, because no matter what they release, people will buy it. And I understand that, and I get that, and that's cool. But as I've said for years and years and years, it's just like, you know, I mean, man, what we could have if, like, they put in the effort that From Software puts into, like, Elden Ring or whatever. If we could just have that, man, I mean, it would just be so amazing. And they have all those copyrights, so it's like they are the ones that have to do it, really. And God, we could just have the world, you know? So, hopefully, with Gen 10, we're getting somewhere closer to that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I recommend it. I love Gen 5 so much. Gen 5 is so good. And then from there, we went to the 3D era, and I think the big issue for me was, like, visually, we just lost so much of the coolness of the sprites, starting with Gen 6, that I just kind of hardcore fell off. All right, next boss. What do we got here? Any weird things with him? Strong against fire, arcane, and bolt. Deals arcane damage. Can be staggered with firearms quite easily during his second phase when doing physical attacks. Okay. The player can fall off the arena, but he cannot. Use the obstacles to break the line of sight of his missiles. Attack the sword, which I knew about that. When he buffs himself, he gains an aura that causes bullets to bounce off of him and melee attacks to no longer interrupt him. Staggering him with a bullet or backstab causes him to lose the aura. Oh, I didn't know that. Every time he stabs the roof with his sword, he gains an extra stack of the aura. It might require more than one stagger to break the aura. Interesting. You can backstab him while he's charging his initial buff, causing him to stagger? Ooh, okay. Lock on, stay close. If you interrupt his swing at its peak, you can prevent him from casting his buff. Follow with viscerals to make it much easier. When using hit and run tactics, land 2 to 3 hits, then dodge left. He always summons his exploding skull to the right, so dodging left will help you avoid it. You can roll through the exploding skull when you're close to him, allowing you to stay close on him when he backsteps. When he takes to the air, watch him closely dodge towards him or right before he lands to stun him for a brief moment, giving you a chance to attack again. All right. Yeah, Pal World. I was thinking that too, and then like Nintendo or Pokemon or whatever sued them and everything. Yeah, that's as close as Icarus ever got to the sun before Nintendo said no. I will smite you down. All right, here we go. Let's practice him at least. I'll see whether or not we can make a guide here. Otherwise, we might end the stream. I've been going for about 3 hours, too. Yeah. We'll see how guidable he looks now. I might have to practice him. Whoa! Santa Claus? Martelogarius. Okay. So skulls come out. That looks so cool. I love that. Big skull bomb. Epic. Epic. Oh yeah, dodge to the left. Okay. Okay. Not want to transform attack there. Okay, so that's the big bomb that he does. Man, I want him to do the scythe sweep attack. Okay, kind of not worth to go for that. Ooh, right here, right here, right here. Oh, we just missed it too. Oh yeah, the bolts are bouncing off. Ooh, I never noticed that. Okay, sword. One, then two, then three. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, yeah, relatively doable for sure. First phase seems really weak. Second phase, you want to go for parries, kill the sword as soon as he puts it into the ground. And then, I never realized he's got a thing that rejects bullets. That's interesting. Yeah, I think we'll end here because I want to practice him a little bit more before I do a guide for him. But yeah, first phase, relatively easy. Second phase, I'm going to have to get down just a bit. Entering 1.0 this year. Oh my god, it still hasn't been in 1.0. That is crazy. I didn't realize that. Bum, bum. Favorite boss out of Bloodborne? Immediately popping in my head, probably Ludwig. Ludwig is just so cool. And like the whole thing with the Moonlight Sword. Once we get there, without spoiling, it's just so cool, you know? Yeah, I'd probably say Ludwig. Honestly. Ba, 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 ba. Sword more, but still epic. Oh, you're saying that's your favorite boss. Yeah, it's a very cool, kind of unique boss. There's not a lot of bosses that use that much magic. Fist weapons only through all the Souls games. I'm on Elden Ring currently. Did all the Bloodborne with the Beast Claw. Yeah, I was going to say, there is no fist weapon in Bloodborne outside of the Beast Claws. Yeah, that would be fun. I really want to use that weapon. I just can't really do it in a guided playthrough because nobody's really going to use that in their first playthrough. Yeah, that's interesting. Because, yeah, you just can't use... Can you use your fist? I don't think I've ever even heard of that. Because you'd have to go for, like, visceral attacks. I don't think it's possible, right? Because for enemies that don't have, like, visceral attacks, what are you going to do? You just can't deal damage with your fists. Unlike other Soulsborne games where they let you have fist weapons and stuff. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this episode here, or end this stream here. Like I said, go to the YouTube poll. There's the link if you haven't voted on it yet. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best schedule for everybody to watch. Not going to be able to stream tomorrow because we're doing D&D all day. And then, yeah, I'll probably take Sunday off too. And then, you know, we might come back to it Monday. The next thing that I'm wondering if I should stream, I wanted to do Resident Evil 9, but honestly... I've just been spending a lot of money lately, and I don't really want to spend another $80 on another game that apparently is really good, but I've been burned recently. Like Code Vein 2, I bought it full price, and it was just like, ugh. So, yeah, next game would be Pocopia, which releases March 5th, I think, which I may do something with. We'll see. Outside of that, we'll be doing Bloodborne, the guided playthrough. So make sure to subscribe. Check out the stuff if you're interested. Patreon.com/Grohlvana. A lot of bonus playthroughs and things. Become a member if you want to get videos early. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have a great night, everybody, and I will see you on the next stream, probably maybe Monday or Tuesday. I would estimate. Bye.